City, 6 a.m. An out-of-control satellite radio show is being broadcasted to millions of Americans. At the controls, Greg Hughes, a father.
I am amazed it lasted this long.
Anthony Cumia, an alcoholic.
Holy mother of God.
And Jim Norton, a comedian.
There's no positives out of this thing, except for everybody's blood.
The three men make up the Opie and Anthony Show, a popular radio program known for its cringe style of entertainment and having very few limits.
Oh, my God.
Okay, no, this is getting really intense now.
It starts funny and then gets very uncomfortable.
In the past, they have been accused of multiple FCC violations and have even gotten their show suspended from satellite radio.
You couldn't have picked a fucking more self-destructive show.
Yeah, crazier the better, yeah.
What are you, 19?
I'm 19.
Delicious.
You made Springer uncomfortable. Do you know how hard that is to do?
Thank God this show's on radio.
Everything you are about to hear is real. Real people, real excitement.
Hey, let's go fucking have a good time. What the fuck?
Get ready to experience the thrill of a lifetime. This is the Opie and Anthony Show.
Just sit back and enjoy the show.
But enough of this palaver. Let's get the show on the road.
Good morning. Welcome to the Opie and Anthony Show. I don't know how we should start the show every day, because
I think like that.
Because that means nothing.
There. I think just like that.
Just like that?
Yeah.
Talk to imaginary people out there.
We say, hello, good morning, and they go, hi. You think they're in their cars? Hi.
And then the serial killer just looks up
Yeah.
in the middle of sawing some fucking Craigslist prostitute in half.
Yeah.
Looks up at the radio, go, oh, good morning to you, Opie and Anthony. And then right back to...
Yeah. Right back to the sawing.
Travis, you going to go to that restaurant and get me some coffee?
Restaurant.
We were just having a little discussion here. The restaurant thing will not die because they came up with the top restaurants in America list today.
Yeah.
And I guess we started this yesterday because McDonald's likes to call itself a restaurant.
A restaurant.
And, man, the listeners certainly had a good time with that, coming up with things that make you not a restaurant.
Yeah, reasons why they're not a restaurant.
And then it continues today because a list came out, top restaurants in America, and Starbucks, that great restaurant Starbucks.
Oh, boy, it's fantastic.
Is what, number 3 on the list?
Try the pasta. Try the pasta.
Yeah, they have pasta?
It's amazing.
How the fuck is Starbucks a restaurant?
It's great.
Just because they serve delicious treats?
Little cakeys and
shit?
coffee.
Well, they serve hot, like, breakfast sandwiches until they run out.
No, that's the problem with Starbucks. I could certainly help that company. The fucking
restaurant.
When someone is ordering a stupid egg sandwich, it slows down the coffee line, and 99% of the people are going in there for a quick cup of coffee or a coffee drink, and then you get asshole that decides he needs an egg sandwich, and they can't figure out how to make them fast enough. So you sit there like, what the fuck?
They're good.
You're not a Starbucks guy, right, Dan?
No.
Does it slow down everything when someone orders one of those dumb egg sandwiches?
I tend to see the line slow down a bit, yeah.
Yeah. So you're going to go to that fine restaurant
I'm
and
going to go get us some
coffee?
restaurant coffee.
Go
sure.
get him some coffee.
Do we have a reservation?
I don't know. I'll call and see if they have anything
Call
open.
ahead because,
you'll
never get a table.
If Starbucks is a restaurant, wouldn't that make 7-Eleven and Dunkin' Donuts restaurants?
There you go. It's pretty much the same crap.
Hi, I'd like to make a reservation for Starbucks at Saturday night. Where does Dorsia fit in there? Is that a...
Cumia, table for 2. Your lattes are ready.
Right. Why is Starbucks a restaurant? Why, like...
Because they offer free Wi-Fi.
The restaurant definition is becoming
What's
a little
the criteria?
loose.
Yeah, for defining a restaurant.
Yeah. And who made the top 5? I bet you there's not one restaurant in the top 5 restaurants in America.
Well, McDonald's restaurant is number 1.
That's not a restaurant.
Sure. Damn right it's not. McDonald's. Mac down there drinking milkshakes, I'll tell you that much.
Subway restaurant is number 2.
Look,
Subway restaurant.
Look, I know we sort of did this yesterday, but any place where they don't trust you enough to allow you to pay after you eat is not a restaurant.
That pretty much should be the defining.
That might be the number 1, right?
Yeah.
Wait, what? Who was number 2?
Subway restaurant.
Subway
restaurant.
Yeah. Restaurant.
That's not a restaurant.
You want number 4?
3 was Starbucks.
Yeah, 3 is Starbucks restaurant.
The fine restaurant of Starbucks.
4 is Burger King restaurant.
Restaurant.
That's
Burger
not a
King.
restaurant.
A restaurant where you can get a cardboard crown. Put it on your head.
Right.
That's a good restaurant right there.
Is this? Does this go past 5?
I'm not sure. I don't think so.
Well,
we
is
can try and
5 at
find
least a restaurant?
Yeah.
Okay, what?
I mean, this is a restaurant list.
Yeah.
5 is Wendy's restaurant.
That's not a restaurant.
Restaurant.
I don't know what you guys are talking about.
Does it keep going or no?
No, but I think we can probably find the
That's it?
full list. This is just an article.
Where's the Taco Bell restaurant?
Oh, Taco Bell restaurant.
It's got to be up there. I mean,
Got to
that's
be
a
in
good
there
restaurant.
with,
Yeah.
Hang on. Let's
Yeah. That's great.
Let's see. I gotta just get rid of a fucking asshole.
Restaurant
See you later.
chain.
See you later, douchebag.
No, it's not me he's talking about.
Bye-bye.
All right, so go to Starbucks restaurant and get us some coffee. You want something from the restaurant? They got flaky.
Yeah,
No, you want cakey, not flaky, right?
No, actually, I would like the lasagna.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can I get that?
That's pretty heavy for breakfast. Why don't you just have them make you like a nice hot stack of waffles or pancakes?
Oh,
or
that's
something.
it. Okay, yeah. Could I get like you know what? Get me French toast, right? Mm-hmm. And some sausage.
Well, you can get those at Burger King restaurant or McDonald's restaurant, but I don't know if you can get them at Starbucks restaurant.
Oh, that's right. I can. Starbucks restaurant though.
Oh, hang on. I may have found it.
How about steak and eggs?
Sure, why not?
You can get like a steak and egg McGriddle or something.
What are you looking at now? Oh, you might have found past top 5.
I didn't.
We don't really need to keep going with this. It's obvious that the definition for restaurant is very loose these
Pretty
days.
loose.
Where does
Pretty
the
loosey-goosey.
where does the M&M store rank on that list?
Yeah, the M&M store restaurant.
What would be the first real restaurant you think that makes that list? Like a TGIF?
Probably something like that. An Olive Garden.
Exactly.
Like a
Right.
TGIF.
Outback Steakhouse.
Outback.
Those are restaurants, right?
Which barely fit in as a restaurant but they're they're
But
chain
you have a
restaurants.
waitress or a waiter or a wait person.
That should be it. Somebody's got to come over to you and take your order.
They ask you if you want something to drink, and then they disappear for a few minutes.
Yeah.
That's a restaurant.
Right.
They sell booze. If you want to, get a drink, a glass of wine.
That's part of the criteria.
Yeah.
You're right. If your food comes in shitty paper, it's not a restaurant.
Right. Fucking cardboard or styrofoam.
Right.
Okay, well, I have last year's restaurant list. Do you want last year's? We can just do like the top 10.
Yeah, I just want to see where the first restaurant is.
Okay, well, Taco Bell restaurant was number 6. Dunkin' Donuts, Pizza Hut, KFC. Applebee's is number 10.
All right, now
I
Applebee's
would consider
does
Applebee's
fit
a
the
restaurant.
criteria of a restaurant.
Then you got Sonic.
No, Pizza Hut is
Just fantastic.
Pizza Hut is a restaurant.
No, Pizza Hut.
That's it.
Some Pizza Hut. They have Pizza Huts inside of Targets. It's not a restaurant.
Yeah.
But can't you sit down at a Pizza Hut?
Some of them.
Some of them, so they're almost a restaurant. Let's give
Almost.
Pizza Hut almost a restaurant.
Almost.
And then which was the first one you think?
Applebee's.
Applebee's definitely fits.
Applebee's.
It stinks, but
Sucks.
Applebee's.
And then Chili's. And
That's another one of those restaurants where when they show the commercials on TV, they have to get a macro focus on the camera because they're showing the food so close because the portions are so fucking shitty and small. Like Red Lobster is great for that. It's like, look at our shrimp. It's shrimp day at Red Lobster.
And it's like a bug flying a fighter jet through the fucking food.
It's fucking it's like Luke flying through the fucking
Exactly,
Death
that's
Star
right.
Canyon. That's the camera they use over the shrimp. It's barely missing the shrimp because the shrimp is fucking little popcorn shrimp things. It's a sea monkey on your plate. It's a fucking sea monkey.
You probably have to do more like multiple takes because they have to wipe the lens off.
Wipe the lens off. We hit the shrimp.
Even when I was poor, I knew Red Lobster had shitty shrimp.
Oh, everything was shitty there.
When I ate shrimp, I saved up and I got those fucking jumbos.
You gotta get the jumbo shrimp.
Fuck that tiny, all-you-can-eat shrimp that you gotta peel yourself.
I used to go there with the ex-wife on Route 110.
Red Lobster?
Actually, on Jericho Turnpike there. Yeah, we get them scramps. I loves the scramps. Scramps is good.
You did all you could eat shrimp?
Oh, the Lobster Fest. Who didn't go to Red Lobster for Lobster Fest? What a white trashy, black trashy fucking thing to do.
But in all fairness, the small lobster tastes pretty damn good.
Well, you know what? I didn't give a shit at the point because it was like I thought I was living large. It's like, that's right, baby. Taking you out to Red Lobster tonight. Let's go. Let's go. Let me hit the ATM, though, so I can take out a 20. That's it. Take that
biscuits,
out.
Though.
Drinks.
They have good biscuits over at
they'd have
Red
those
Lobster
cheesy
restaurant.
biscuits.
Yeah.
That was some good shit right there.
I never ate at Red Lobster, but I remember Sizzler. They had like that cheesy garlic bread.
Sizzler's another one. That's a pseudo restaurant, man.
It might as well be Red Lobster, but it's just called Sizzler.
Yeah, it's Red Lobster for steak.
Is that the one where they stamped the steaks to make it look like it was a better cut than it was?
Yes.
They pretty much tattooed every steak to make it, you think you're...
They should call it the Grizzler.
Yeah.
That's all you got.
Yeah.
It's gristle.
Well, man, they knew how to stamp that shit to make it look like it was grade A.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that was good shit right there.
Anyone else see that it was on over the weekend? They're actually squeezing meat together.
Oh, really?
No, what did... someone's got to help me out. I didn't think we were going to talk about this. I think it's called meat glue. And what they're doing is they're getting a lot of kind of shitty smaller pieces of meat, and they put it all together with this glue to make it look like you got a grade A
like
piece
a
of
cut
meat.
of meat?
And the experts say you can't even tell the difference.
I bet I can. Janine's saying Sizzler is like the cafeteria at the Nut House. It is kind of a cafeteria setting. I don't like that at all.
One of my favorite things about Sizzler is because I love restaurants that have to have their own architectural design to make them stand out, like IHOP or whatever. And I remember Sizzler was another one of those joints where after they go out of business and, like, you know, some funeral home takes it over.
Or a law firm or something.
It's still in the shape of a Sizzler.
Oh, isn't that always weird?
I love when there's like an IHOP and there's like some lawyer. It's like a lawyer office. You know?
Does he need that big blue roof cathedral ceiling or shit like that?
He's
Howard
right,
Johnson.
man.
E-Rock.
Down south, some Pizza Huts were converted to churches. Like, you know what it is, but the roof is blue, and they put the cross on it.
How often do you go in there to pray?
Can you please find...
See, I was kidding.
I need to find one picture of that today. I got to see that.
That's good. The worst was here on Long Island in the New York area where we had Carvel's. Because Carvel's were probably the most distinct-looking buildings. They were shaped kind of like a trapezoid. The big, tall front and the back roof would level down. It was just weird. It was shaped like a doorstop. And there were two big posts out front with giant ice cream cones on them that would spin around and shit. And it also, all of a sudden, it's the law office of Levy and Phillips and Königsberg.
Where it's now a strip club or something.
Yeah. And you're like, that was a fucking
That was
Carvel.
a Carvel, man.
That place was just selling fucking Fudgy the Whale.
Yeah. And now you got to see some of these buildings that are now converted into something else.
Yeah. They're Carvel, that...
Oh, this guy knows.
Howard Johnson's.
Laura in PA. By the way, some woman on Twitter last night thinks that you and I hate women or something.
Really?
We think all women are holes. I don't.
Let me think. No.
Maybe we portray it that way, but
well, she's just really an asshole.
We really love pussy.
Yeah.
Laura, what's going on?
What's the matter?
Hey, the meat glue that you're talking about, that's called gastronomic cooking.
Yeah? What is that?
They use chemicals on your food instead of using actual food. So they cook it with meat glue and different chemicals, nitrous oxide.
Man.
Well, that's not what I was looking at the other night on TV. It was some kind of actual glue where they're gluing smaller pieces of meat together to make it look like one big, nice piece of meat.
Yeah, that's part of it. If you go to any kind of gastronomic restaurant and you get a piece of meat, it's not the actual meat that you think it is. Like, they'll take different parts of the chicken and then use this meat glue and then use a bag to kind of, like, suck the air out and make it into a different shape.
Yeah, they shape it into a really nice piece of steak.
That's crazy.
And it's not just at restaurants. This stuff is finding its way to your supermarkets and all that crap.
Definitely.
I don't want that.
Yeah, I had no idea.
You can't see a seam.
But you know what? The experts go, you would never be able to tell. So if you're not able to tell, does it really matter in the end?
Oh, look at that. They're showing where the points of fusion.
Yeah, you need some drywall tape for those.
Yeah, you can see that. Yeah, that needs to be sanded down.
My point is,
spackled.
This is almost a non-story because they said the experts are saying you would never tell. So who cares then if it tastes good?
You know what? If you look at a cut of meat and Like, I could see seams on that fucking thing.
Right there?
Yeah.
All right. But you probably have eaten that a million times and never knew it.
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
I'd be like, why the fuck is the grain changing directions?
Yeah, you can kind of see that, right?
That's some ghetto shit right there.
Better.
Yeah,
You need to get a bead when you're working on that.
Yeah, you get a good bead. It needs corner bead on the fucking side.
You think that's ghetto shit right there?
That's ghetto meat right there.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
All right, meat glue.
Get on it.
You found meat glue?
Well, this apparently is meat glue also. Obviously,
that's obvious.
It's not steak, but
they made that into a checkerboard.
Yeah, they put meat inside a
it's disgusting
gelatin kind of a thing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, meat glue secret.
Meat glue secret. It's a video.
Yeah, meat glue secrets.
Film the time we spilt the meat glue
all over your face.
Yes.
Butchers don't want you to know about. Major suppliers have been caught using a special product known as meat glue to stick together scraps of meat to sell as prime cuts. But while this product has been banned overseas, there's no law prohibiting its use here. Here's Rodney Lyons with this special investigation.
Fucking meat glue, eh? Ominous music. I love this ominous fucking music.
Yeah, they put it in plastic to then shape it.
It's the meat industry's dirty secret. A way of turning the scraps too small to sell as a premium steak back into a juicy, plump eye fillet to sell for a premium price.
Wow,
so clever, you'll never tell. Not even an expert.
Oh, it's filet?
Before, you didn't even pick that as a join, though, did you?
It doesn't even tear through the joint. A bit hard to tell, isn't it?
Aye.
Butcher James Faulkner runs Queensland Natural Beef Company, an organisation dedicated to using as few additives in meat from paddock to plate as possible. But tonight, he's exposing how some parts of the industry are able to trick their customers and use whatever it takes.
I know.
It's got some fine diced beef. Special enzyme.
Special enzyme.
Mix it up a bit.
Yeah.
Why have we got the masks on?
This is dangerous.
It's dangerous shit.
Don't breathe that in.
This powder is transglutaminase enzyme, otherwise known as meat glue. Meat glues come in a number of forms, some produced by cultivating bacteria, the others, the primary ingredient comes from the blood plasma of pigs and cattle. Specifically, the coagulant which causes blood to clot.
Whoa!
In the food industry, it has amazing properties.
So just got a little bit here, about a teaspoonful.
Yep.
It breaks down the meat and then...
Just over the top like that. And with our gloves on, of course, we mix it up.
Then roll it in plastic film and refrigerate. 6 hours later, you have a solid piece of meat.
Get the fuck
Essentially,
out of
you've got a reborn, rebirthed
How the fuck did he do that?
How the fuck did they figure
Ours
this out?
uncooked
That's more
is
impressive.
easy to spot the difference. But cooked is another story. Okay, so the meat glue one is on the right.
Right.
And the real McCoy is on the left.
I could tell. Cook it
And
up.
it's not just beef. Pork, lamb, fish and chicken are all stuck back together using this glue. It looks like one piece of chicken.
It's unbelievable, isn't it?
Yep.
But hard to tell, isn't it?
Particularly that. On the grill, it's even harder to pick. So that's the real McCoy. Give this a burl.
Yeah. Take a forkful, shove it in your mouth.
Nice and tender, nicely salted. All right, let's go for the meat glue.
Tender.
Does it taste the same? If it does, who gives a fuck?
I can't tell the difference.
So who cares?
Pretty good, but potentially dangerous.
Oh, wow.
I've sort of got two concerns. One that is well publicised, which is misleading people. The other area is the microbial side.
Microbial?
Oh,
no. It's the microbial side, eh?
Microbiologist Glenn Pinner.
If this food is sold or represented as a solid piece of steak and you cook it rare, you're really leaving yourself open to get food poisoning.
Once you glue two pieces together, it's difficult to cook thoroughly those parts that were on the outside but are now on the inside.
The amount of bacteria on a steak that has been put together with meat glue is hundreds of times higher.
We had no idea how guarded a secret
He's grilling as he's doing this shot, which is hysterical.
Butchers to ask them about the use of meat glue. Many of them didn't want to speak for fear of upsetting their suppliers, creating bad blood in an industry that has become very clever at using this product.
Are you just shaking your head?
Yeah.
A little bit. It's unbelievable, isn't it?
This cube roll we bought from a wholesaler that produces stuck-together steaks en masse. Their effort's so good, James, our butcher, couldn't tell even when it was raw. It's even harder in the restaurant, which are some of the biggest users of glued meat. And chances are, unless you're a vegetarian, you're eating it on a regular basis. But with current labelling laws, neither butchers nor your local eatery have to tell you you're eating chicken glued together with cow's blood or beef held together by pig. It's the same reason they can take low-grade meat and pump it with water and flavour to make it edible.
Okay, so just after about a minute or two,
that shit too?
we've got quite a lot of moisture out of there.
That's crazy.
And we've lost almost half a kilo.
Then the practice of selling mutton as lamb and old cow as prime cut beef. Like this. So old, a meat grader said it was only good for pet meals.
Oh, you've got
that's
yellow,
Australia.
Colour, really dark meat colour. It's definitely off a really old type of animal.
In New South Wales, new labelling regulations have just been introduced to help consumers choose quality meat. But it's not compulsory. So for most of us, picking a quality piece of meat is still a shot in the dark.
Something tells me they ain't doing that here.
You don't think?
Nah.
Nah?
Nah.
Why, there's a lot of money in that, ain't?
I never seen a glued together piece of meat.
Pretty interesting. Did you know they were doing that?
Fucking London broil, and it's great. There's no fucking glue. I don't see no seams.
You sure?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure I'd be able to tell.
Well, now we're all
looking at that. It's too perfectly round and everything. It looks silly.
How about we all study our meat the next time we order
Look at my meat every day.
Look at your meat closely and see if there's any seams in it.
On my seam. Yeah, I have a seam on my meat. All right, crikey.
It's particle meat. Kevin from Connecticut. Yeah, it's like particle board.
Particle.
Right?
Particle meat.
Stupid particle board.
It's made out of enzymes. Here at the grill, he's got his fucking
apron
dumb
on.
apron and his tongs. He's flipping his glue meat.
And turns toward the camera.
Was that his house? Or
Yeah,
did you
yeah.
have to call like a buddy because he doesn't have a grill? Could I do a shot at your house?
Hey, mate. Got to do a shot. Need a barbecue.
All right.
I know.
All righty then.
That fucking... I'd be able to tell. I'm sorry.
Hey, before we...
You know what, though? We just watched that whole thing about the meat glue.
Yeah.
Next time you're eating, are you ever going to think about the meat glue?
I'm starving.
No, and that was the piece I saw, and I was thinking to myself, if they can't tell, then who cares?
Yeah.
And it sounds like the only thing you could get is maybe food poisoning. Maybe.
Yeah.
Seems like a lot of people have eaten meat glue, and
like when I'm watching, I'm going, "Wow, that's fucked up," and then I'll just go eat. I don't care. I'll go eat a burger.
The dramatic music didn't justify that story, right?
Yeah, it was so dramatic,
very dramatic. You thought,
dun, 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 I know meat glue.
I want to just congratulate Travis on a fine win by his boys last night.
Thank you. It's not over yet.
The Habs won, huh?
They sure did.
They got to go to Game 7.
Game 7 tonight, Boston.
Man.
Tonight in Boston.
Yep.
Oh, that's a tough one right there.
That's going to be tough.
That's a tough one.
Don't say that.
And I heard we missed one of the best hockey games ever.
Apparently, yeah.
Blackhawks and Canucks. It started at 10 o'clock. I can't fucking stay up for that shit. And what? Overtime?
Yeah, Vancouver won in sudden death Game 7 overtime.
Damn.
Doesn't get more exciting than that.
You want to watch that final game over my house?
No.
Oh, because I thought I would sit there and get into it with you like I did the other night. It was.
I'm respectfully declining your invitation.
Why don't we all just get together and watch Game 7, Travis?
That'd be great.
Right? I'm in the middle of a big move. I'm busy.
How great would that be? We all just
I could have everyone over my place because you're moving. You probably don't have a comfortable spot to watch the game.
We still got the couch.
You sure?
Yeah.
I'll announce every icing.
That's fine.
Call.
The announcers do that anyway.
But I would do it.
And the Flyers kicked the shit out of the Sabres
sure
last
did,
night.
Yeah.
Jeez. What was the final there? I kind of gave up on the game. 5-2 or something, right?
Yeah.
I had a horrible faux pas last night, too, Ant.
A faux pas?
The beginning of the game, Randy, Ryan Miller was officially standing on his head.
Was he standing on his head literally?
Ridiculous, because the Flyers were out playing the Sabres big time, but Ryan Miller was keeping him in the game. He was ridiculous.
Yeah.
So I had to acknowledge that on Twitter. So I'm like, looks like Ryan Miller is playing in God mode today, I said.
Oh, God mode.
And then I went with, he's absolutely standing on his fucking head in this game, right?
Yeah.
I swear to you, less than a minute later, the first goal went by him.
Yeah.
And then I just wrote, oops, and I basically turned off my Twitter. And then
such a jinx.
And then within minutes, it was 3-0.
Oh.
It was unbelievable. My timing, it was the best timing ever last night.
I'm reading then he gave up 4 goals and they pulled him?
Yeah, everyone.
Wow.
I got killed because it literally right after I tweeted. What was the tweet? I said he's standing on his fucking head.
Wow, you totally jinxed him right there.
I think so.
Yeah,
I think so. Yeah, Ryan Miller using God mode tonight, standing on his head. Wow, and then literally in the same 2 minutes, I just wrote oops, and then it was 4-0 like that. The game was over. Sabres didn't deserve that game, though. Fucking Flyers outplayed them. Everyone knows.
People are.
What's the games tonight, Travis?
Angry.
You got yours?
Jets tonight and Tampa Bay, Pittsburgh at 8 o'clock.
Oh, really?
Game 7.
Yeah, the Lightning are going to win that
Pittsburgh.
game. Lightning are going to win, and the Bruins are going to win.
Oh, boy.
I like the sound of that.
Yeah, don't you?
Yes.
Out of him.
Yes, out of him, yeah.
You don't think the Lightning are going to beat the fucking Penguins? Are you kidding me?
I'd rather the Lightning win. I don't like the Penguins.
Penguins are, they're a hurting team right now.
Sure.
Hey, Lindsay Lohan, Ann.
Yeah, huh?
We both saw this just before we went on the air. For some reason, she got a standing ovation on Jay Leno.
Why wouldn't she?
She's a loser drug addict. She comes out on Leno, and they give her a standing ovation. For what? Does anyone know?
For being a former child star that has been in nothing but trouble since adolescence. She does drugs, and she's going to jail.
And she likes to steal stuff.
Yeah, that sounds like something you would,
She's gotten a million chances. Woo! If we did half the shit that she's done, we would definitely be in jail for a while.
Be in the joint. I'd be in the joint.
Not just for a month or two like she's probably going to get in the end. We'd be in there for a while.
Yeah.
And these dummies out there in L.A. are giving her a standing ovation.
They love her.
It's that train wreck mentality. It's why are people buying tickets for we're buying tickets for Charlie Sheen's big tour.
Dumb tour.
People just love seeing a train. She's a huge.
But why the standing ovation?
The standing ovation is a little odd.
That's odd.
They are.
7 minutes.
Are they?
Yeah. Okay.
Is she standing?
I do have a clip from her appearance, but. I just need to know.
Snorting meat glue.
If you can find out why they gave her the standing ovation. Did she give the whole audience
chlamydia?
A bag of Coke?
Oh. Yeah. Stolen jewelry.
Did they all get an 8-ball? Did she do an Oprah thing? The whole audience gets an 8-ball?
And you get an 8-ball. And you get an 8-ball. Ah!
We live in a fucked up world. If they're giving Lindsay Lohan a standing ovation.
Just add it on the end of days pile.
And she's too young to have frozen face. You see that?
She fucked up
her face
really
already,
young.
right?
Yeah, really young. She fucked up.
That Botox.
Yep.
You see it. Like if they don't smile, they're all right. As soon as they smile, it's a dead giveaway. They got frozen face.
That mouth goes all and the eyes don't close. It's really fucked up.
Lindsay Lohan talks to Jay Leno about being focused and having people pay attention to her work. Holy shit. I hope Leno beat the shit out of her.
Focused? What?
Is Leno a guy that could beat the shit out of someone?
No.
And call them out on their bullshit?
Not on the show. He's a nice guy.
So many great actresses have come here. Jane Fonda was the last one. And just in backstage, she would say, Lindsay Lohan is one of the greatest actresses I've ever worked with. And these people couldn't be more complimentary. I mean, at what point...
amazing coming from her.
No, but
amazing.
I mean, at what point did you realize...
At what point did you realize you were a drug addict?
I'll tell you one thing, though.
At what point did you realize you fucked up your entire career?
That that raspy, airy, slutty voice.
Hot though, right?
Is the hottest fucking thing, man.
Well, you're not going to get an argument from me.
I don't know what it is. It's like that stupid fucking Tara Reid voice.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the moronic shit that would pour out of that empty fucking head. It sounded great though. It sounds like a party girl. She's up late. She wakes up. She's got that voice. That's cool as shit.
You were a big fan of Tara Reid, I remember, too.
Back in the Josie and the Pussycats.
Back in the day.
Josie and the Pussycats days.
She's horrendous looking now.
She's horrific.
All right.
I mean, at what point...
It's amazing coming from her.
No,
She's
but,
amazing.
I mean, at what point did you realize, oh, my God, I could lose this, could slip away from me?
Oh, okay, good.
I think that when, being young and being in the position that I was in, you don't really take the time to appreciate
doggy style
what you have, and it all is kind of a whirlwind, and people make decisions for you. But I'm not a kid anymore. I'm 24.
Yeah.
I've made a lot of mistakes, and I recognize that. But I'm in the clear now, and I feel like as long as I stay focused, then I will be able to achieve what I want to achieve.
What do you want to change about yourself? You're 24. What do you want to change?
The public perception. I want public knowledge to be...
Then stop stealing shit.
And stop fucking...
And stop passing out in the street.
Yeah, exactly.
You could control this shit. You do it to yourself.
Perception. I want public knowledge to be about my work, not about things that I didn't get into this business for.
From what I hear, you don't show up for your work.
Where that was the bigger story.
Yeah.
Than what I was working on.
She's difficult.
Just another.
That's what I hear. I hear she's difficult.
Oh, really?
Yeah, on set. She doesn't show up. It's ridiculous. Ridiculous. Public perception to change. Well, then you got to change what you're doing.
Simple as
that.
That's it. It's all up to you.
Where is the ovation though? At the beginning?
Yeah, when she walked out, they all stood.
Ugh.
They all stood. Yeah, the news is reporting it, but they're not explaining why they would stand for Lindsay Lohan.
What's the story?
Well,
exactly.
That's a good point too. Why is it a story?
I'm sure people stand up all the time when guests come out of the Tonight Show.
People love the Lindsay Lohan though. They love keeping track of what she's doing.
I can't believe
she's fucking up.
I can't believe she's only 24. How many years and how many drug years?
I thought she was younger than that. To tell you the truth,
no,
because I remember when she just turned 18.
When did we meet her?
That's crazy. That's like 6 years.
Yeah, that was about
2004.
Yeah,
was it? That's what Fatso just said.
Yeah. Oh Jesus! Wow, that is rough.
Sorry, Iraq. You're not fat at all.
You're saying they're just shoving meat glue in his mouth.
You just say to me, Jesus, that's whatever, and then you go for it.
I know. It's terrible.
Have you ever had meat glue, E-Rock?
No, but I'll try it.
Meat glue.
E-Rock knows what he is. That's awesome.
Oh.
He doesn't front. He gave up on the diet, right?
He ain't fronting.
No diet.
No.
Fuck that diet shit.
Fuck that shit.
So... yeah, there you have it with the Lindsay Lohan.
Yeah, good for her.
Just another fucking Hollywood person bullshitting.
Wow.
A lot of bullshitting going on. That Lady Gaga thing I thought about all...
Oh, God,
I thought about that all day yesterday.
The Gaga.
It just started making... I would just start laughing to myself.
Yeah.
That she's so tortured, and she has to remind herself, what was it again?
That she's a superstar. Every morning she's got to wake up and remind herself that she's a superstar. And
that's what she used to. Wow,
it's like a different entity.
Hot and healthy, and
yeah, she looks all bright and like nice, and no Botox, and
wow, she was fucking hot.
Yeah,
she's still hot, obviously, but
yeah, but it's a different thing going on.
I can't believe
now.
That's the same girl.
Look, she had a little meat on her bones,
just a little, just enough, right?
Great hair,
great boobies.
Yeah,
you think the boobies are holding?
She always had great giant titties.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Wow, that's the same broad. Man, get your shit together. And now she's
just fucking crack-cored out.
Look at that.
Yeah, that's great stuff right there. Yeah, the Lindsay Lohan. Yeah. Who's the up-and-comer right now? Oh, my God, that's fucking hot right there.
That's a great picture, huh?
That is one of the hottest pictures I've ever seen her.
Yeah, that's a
holy
really
shit,
good one.
she's in a bikini, sitting on the bed, looking great. Who's an up-and-comer right now that looks like trouble?
What do you mean?
Not quite of age, coming up. gonna maybe put, because Lindsay Lohan, like she said, she's 24 fucking years old.
Well, the next trouble broad's got to be Miley Cyrus, right?
Well, yeah, Miley is good.
She's the next one that's going to be. She's going to be the next one.
She's right on the brink.
She'll be all in as far as trouble goes.
Right on the brink. Oh, someone's saying the Friday chick.
Rebecca Black?
No, there's a movie out with some young girl. I couldn't think of the name of, unfortunately.
Oh, really? Trying to think of that. She's incorruptible, that fucking Friday chick.
Oh, people are trying to help out Lindsay Lohan. What did she say? She wants to change her perception.
Yeah, the perception.
So this guy, Chris in Jersey, just writes, stop doing lines of coke off a walrus's cock.
When was that picture taken? Was she snorting?
And then Brett Buckwalter in D.C., stop binge drinking on Hollywood Boulevard, you dumb bitch.
Yeah.
Exactly.
What about that Dakota Fanning? Is that a problem? Is she a problem? How old is she?
Dakota? Nah.
She's got to be legal by now, right?
She's keeping her shit together. Oh, thank you, Anthony Bosco from Queens. It's that Demi Lovato.
Oh, right.
She's one of those troubled broads.
Yeah, troubled.
One of those troubled broads.
Love that troubled shit.
You like the troubled broad, right? Do you feel like you could help them, or you just want to exploit their troubledness?
I could help them while fucking.
Well, no, there's some.
Oh, what?
There's some guys that feel like they could like turn a troubled broad around.
Yeah,
and that's the big catch. They like that, but there's other guys that just want to exploit the troubleness that they have.
Yeah, I think I've always had that fucking savior complex thing with girls. Like, I'll
be the one
I'll take care of
that
it.
turns it
and
around.
I usually do a good job, until until the next fucking wreck comes along, and then I have to trot along to that one.
Got to go save that one. Right?
I'm the worst. I'm just being Jesus. Why am I so persecuted when I'm helping?
You've helped a lot of troubled broads
I move along because I got to help somebody else.
But do you feel like you're leaving them out there?
No, I think I left them better than I found them.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah,
that's all you can ask for.
Yeah,
I think, right.
Yeah, that's it. I think you're right.
I'm
not like the Colonel in Boogie Nights. You fuck. He was not helping. The Colonel.
Here we got another troubled broad for you.
Troubled broad.
Joe in Philly. Congratulations to your Flyers there, Joe. If you care.
Yes, I do care. I called earlier to try to convert you over, but yeah, we skipped on to a new topic, so I figured I'd catch up with you on this one.
Converting me to what?
Come on down to the Flyers. Forget those Islanders. What are you doing, man?
That's not happening until the fucking Islanders move. But
good enough.
But the Flyers looked really impressive last night. So,
dude, especially after that first fluke goal, when Coburn scores from the blue line through the 5-hole, Miller's done deal. At any rate, I know you guys are big fans of what Tyler didn't do as well. And they had a picture of Vanessa Hudgens, the new bitch. She was doing, they told me to call it ecstasy, the phone screener, but what it is, it's MDMA. It's like a powder.
All right, who told you to call it ecstasy?
The dude on the phone.
Who's the dude on the phone, Eddie?
Troy.
I did, because I didn't know if you knew what MDMA was.
Oh, yeah, it's that telethon that Jerry Lewis does, you motherfucker. I know that.
Yeah, because we're not hipsters like Troy. So keep it simple.
Sorry, yeah.
Actually, you know what? I'll be fair. I don't know what it is.
It's mate glue.
Is it a form of ecstasy, Troy?
It's ecstasy in the purest form.
Exactly. It's essentially ecstasy and coke in the same thing, and it gets you happy and high at the same time. So there's a video of it on whatwoldtylerDurdenDo.com if you want to check it out.
So it doesn't sound like a problem.
So she might be one of those troubled broads.
And ain't bad.
All right.
I like that. Those Hollywood chicks, always a problem.
Yeah.
All right, boys. Punching out.
Thank you, Joe.
Always a fucking problem with those troubled
Yeah,
broads.
but how old is Vanessa Hudgens? Isn't she like 17 or 18?
Is she?
I did plenty of V and acid and all sorts of shit.
Yeah.
I don't think it has anything to do with being in Hollywood.
No, that's true. You're just under the microscope, they say.
You're just in your party years.
I guess if you're on the West Coast, you're partying. If you're on the East Coast, you're just a scumbag loser.
You're a loser, hanging out, fucking douchebag, not doing anything.
I think a lot of us did exactly what Lindsay Lohan's doing, falling down, passing out in streets, and right?
Yeah, yeah. We've all done it.
But I guess she's under the Hollywood spotlight.
You
so
don't have
it different.
The paparazzi after you. The paparazzi chases you around.
When does it start becoming a problem?
You're asking me? I don't know.
Just in general.
I haven't seen one yet.
All right, I'll go with Lindsay Lohan. If she's 30 and still doing that obviously is a problem.
I think you get a pass through your 20s.
I think if you start she's entering her mid-20s. That's if she's 27 still passing out.
Right.
Let's give it about 27.
Yeah.
That's when it starts to become more than your party years.
Once you clock into 30, if you're still fucking passing out and doing all that shit, that's fucked up.
My real party years probably started ending around 28, 29.
Yeah.
I pushed it a little bit.
Yeah, I went from 17 up until
45.
I mean, hardcore last night, I guess.
You went hard last night?
I'm Anthony Cumia, and I'm 5 hours sober. No, I didn't go hard last night. I had one bottle of wine, that nice Shiraz. Opie got me for my birthday.
It was all right?
That was good shit, man.
I'll get you another one then.
That was good shit.
I wasn't sure you were going to like it. I would have got you
great.
A few of those.
That's spicy.
Fuck it.
That Shiraz is spicy, yo.
Fuck it, I'll get you another one then, man.
Watching The Wire, I can't stop talking like a stereotypical gangster drug dealer. I love that shit. I'm just going, what up? Like my chick walks around the house and she goes, I'm cooking something. What do you want? I'm like, what you mean, nigga? Give me anything out the fridge, fucking bitch. What you fucking do? I just walk around and she's just like, all right. Watching another episode of The Wire.
Yeah.
I was like, fuck that shit.
Yeah, but you're in
your ass, motherfucker.
You're in the docks right now, though. So you shouldn't be talking too ghetto.
Nah, but they pop in enough of the
here
fucking
here and there,
the towers and shit and the low rise.
How great were the towers? Season
was
1.
Fucking. I wanted to go there. It seemed like such a nice place.
They all take care of each other.
Oh, they certainly do.
They know what's up.
What up?
All right, we should do some most annoying 30-second shit because that was going well.
Yesterday. My God. And we're realizing now this is mutating into most annoying into most funny.
Yeah, it was really...
Because some of these things are just fucking funny.
You want to take a quick break and then we'll jump into that for a little while?
Oh, man, yeah, motherfucker.
And then we got Bill Burr, Bob Kelly, and Joe DeRosa coming in to promote their film Cheat.
Wow, yeah.
It's a little 15-minute film, but it's part of the Tribeca Film Festival. And
yeah, they got into Tribeca.
Nice little buzz on this damn thing.
That is cool, man.
I want to ask him if all this attention means that they can make it a longer film now.
Or is that what they're going to do, like Sling Blade?
Well, who the fuck is going to go to a theater for a 15-minute film?
Short attention span people, ADD.
Like, where you put this thing to make some money?
That's good. You know what? You play a lot of previews before it, and maybe even a cartoon like old school.
Look, I'm sure it's a great 15 minutes, but you can't bring a date to it.
That's no, I think it's a great idea.
We're gonna go on a date from 7 to 7:30. I can squeeze it out to 7:30.
Hey, I'll take you to a restaurant and see a movie, and then you go to Starbucks and see.
The restaurant. That's
we're
dinner.
We're gonna go to the restaurant Starbucks, and then we're gonna go to the movie Cheat. And I'll have you home by 8.
I'll tell you one thing. It probably, and I'll bring it up with them when they come here. It probably isn't a date movie. It's probably one of those movies if you took a date to, you'd be there all uncomfortable thinking, right. I don't think you got to lean over and say, I don't do that.
Yeah, that's not me.
I don't do that. I don't
approve of that message.
It's nothing worse than sitting at a show or a fucking movie and like they're just exposing guy code, problems, guy bullshit.
And then you have to be that asshole.
And you're like,
I'm not that.
God.
I'm not that guy.
You get the look almost over like, is that what you're pulling on me?
I knew a guy like that once, but that's not me.
No, it wasn't me.
You got an example? Because that's so true.
Like cheating would be an example where you've done something.
Yeah, but I'm thinking of a movie that maybe after the break, give the people out there time to come up with it.
Somewhere you were sitting watching
Or you had to lean
movie.
over to your woman and go, oh, that's not me.
Or you just felt very uncomfortable.
And you say stupid stuff like, I'm as outraged as you are right now.
Like, oh, God, that gag. Who would use that in this day and age? Yeah.
And they're looking at you with their peripheral, seeing if you're enjoying it a little too much.
And especially if something in the movie is something that has happened to you two as a couple.
Right.
But maybe you weren't cheating or whatever the circumstance is. But it exactly happened that way. And it's like, wait a minute, he had some note in his pocket and that, and then she connects the dots, and it's like the same thing that happened in the movie.
I know there's examples.
Yeah, there are examples. Definitely.
All right, we'll try to figure it out after the break. Stay there.
Sirius XM, the virus. This is the Opie and Anthony Show. Opie and Anthony Show.
Waiting for Bill Burr, Bob Kelly, and Joe DeRosa. They should be here within the hour.
Sure.
Why don't we do some of this most annoying 30 seconds?
That's the contest.
IHateStevenSinger.com. Thank you, Steven.
Yeah, he's putting up 2 G's for the winner. Cash.
2 G's.
Cash money.
Nice. Very nice.
Yeah, could do a lot with that, huh? Yeah.
We played a bunch of these yesterday. Any of these you want to replay real fast before we move on to ones we haven't heard? Do you sort of remember them from yesterday?
Yeah, kind of, but...
why don't we just move into some new ones?
I want to hear some new ones.
Okay. Most annoying 30 seconds. Last year, you could do whatever you want. This year, we changed it slightly and made it where you had to use some of the show audio.
Yeah, I have to incorporate some show audio.
Which has added humor into the contest.
Yeah, it's kind of funny, the clips they picked.
Well, this guy is a finalist. David... I don't know. Lockowitz? Lockowitz? How would you say this? Lockowitz? Lockowitz?
Jewish.
David
the Jewish guy.
I almost said boy after the end of that.
Oh, well.
That wouldn't be too nice.
No, it's okay.
Here's David's entry for most annoying 30 seconds.
Yes, it is. After Opie and Anthony Live, I'm Sam Roberts. Yes, it is. After Opie and Anthony Live, I'm Sam Roberts. Yes, it is. After Opie and Anthony Live, I'm Sam Roberts. Yes, it is. After Opie and Anthony Live, I'm Sam Roberts. Yes, it is. After Opie and Anthony Live, I'm Sam Roberts. Yes, it is. After Opie and Anthony Live, I'm Sam Roberts. Yes, it is. After Opie and Anthony Live, I'm Sam Roberts. Yes, it is. After Opie and Anthony Live, I'm Sam Roberts. Yes, it is. After Opie and Anthony Live, I'm Sam Roberts. Yes, it is. After Opie and Anthony Live, I'm Sam.
Well, why did he play it so many times? He could have just played that once.
Just once.
And it was the most annoying.
Oh, yeah. Good job, David.
Oh, wow. Yes, it is.
Does he move on? Let's make some tough decisions today. Remember the ones from yesterday.
I find that a little more funny than annoying, like he's being a smartass.
Goodbye, David?
Kind of a thing. I hate to say it, but yeah, he really didn't do much but loop one line.
Goodbye, David.
Like I said, funny, but that's not what this contest is, my friend.
All right, moving on to the next finalist. This is John Heath. Most annoying 30 seconds.
This is Vuvuzela 2010.
Vuvuzela 2010?
Let's hear your Vuvuzela.
It just says Vuvuzela.
I like it. That was good. It had a build to it. You knew what it was.
Mm-hmm.
Very annoying sound.
Oh, yeah.
So
it got more annoying.
I say he's in. Yeah, it got more annoying.
He's in.
That was good. That was good. You didn't know what you were getting right when at the beginning.
Absolutely. Let's move on to Michael Maxwell.
Mike.
Most annoying 30 seconds. Will this be the winner?
I don't know genius, but if I freaking knew that language, I'd be freaking genius. The only language I can speak is English. That's the same as English. Yeah, she's only 30. Yeah, she's younger than me. As I said before, I have no idea. That's how she said brother. I see her every so often. She's going out a lot. I don't know. This weekend I might be heading out to Long Island, pay visit my cousin. Yeah, it is. We got Mitch on line 8. Mitch, how you doing? This weekend I'm gonna visit my cousin. I got a DVD box. Got the Lost DVD box. I've been trying to get him into Lost for quite a while. Every week I've been seeing every episode since the beginning. Yeah, this just makes you want to watch the next episode. Like, wish it was next week right now. This sounds like that WABC. I don't remember the name of this guy, but this guy would always like, get the F off my phones. Get the F off my phones. Get the F off my phones.
That's very funny, man.
Wow, someone made Bobo fun to listen to.
That's funny, but really, how annoying is it?
It was pretty annoying.
I don't know. I wasn't like I consider My idea of annoying is I have to take my headphones off because because it's like, wow, that's fucking annoying. That is funny. I'm giving him, like, we have to really distinguish between annoying and funny. I don't think that's annoying enough.
Really? But it's so funny.
It's funny, but it's not the funniest 30 seconds.
Oh, it's going to kill me to cross out.
I know. Well, you don't.
Michael Maxwell.
That's just my vote.
Nah,
you don't have to.
I think you're. What do you think, Travis?
Well, I think Anthony's got a point.
I hate to cross it out too. I would listen to that 20 more times.
I do like funny, but it also has to be annoying. It can be funny and annoying.
Yes,
but
yes.
Let's
not forget
we can make a production piece around that though.
Oh, yeah,
sure,
yeah. Oh, hell yeah.
That's fucking very creative.
Yeah.
But you're going to have to end up crossing out 18 of those 19 anyway.
That are going to be, like, funny, too, some of them. Probably very funny. And
all right, Michael Maxwell, you're done. I'm sorry,
sir.
Doesn't mean it wasn't good, though.
It was very good, very creative.
When you put these together, you have to remember it was the 30 seconds of most annoying audio. That was funny.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
The next finalist, Peter Thomas. Most annoying 30 seconds.
The truth of the matter is,
he did not ignore us,
the truth of the matter is, they're so screened over there, and then they dump, and then that are against his show, and you never hear it on the air. Doesn't mean true that the pest. He doesn't talk about us because
fucking bunch of no talent wannabes sitting behind desks.
All right, look, that was really fucking annoying in a whole nother way.
Yep.
I definitely say that guy stays.
Yeah.
That would be my vote.
That's easy.
It's annoying, yet it's not that just repetitive sound annoying.
He took it in another direction.
He went somewhere we have not seen yet.
Yeah, when you get
I like that.
When you get a bad signal as you're trying to listen to something that sounds like it could be very important. I like it, Peter Thomas.
Yes, and he is making a statement with that. that was a good one. I got to give it to him.
I love it. All right. Yeah, he moves on.
Yeah.
The next one is Sean Baker. Is this the most annoying 30 seconds?
Oh my God, dude. Was that a pickle jar?
All right, look.
Okay, that's
really annoying.
That is annoying and funny. A lot is Bobby.
Sean Baker moves on.
That's
no
good.
doubt there.
He moves on.
You know it when you hear it. Move on or not. Let me getting comments from the listeners here. Tom on Long Island. Tom.
Hey, what's up, boys? How we doing? Yo, that one that was cutting in and out was so goddamn annoying. I was driving through trees, and I thought it was my radio. It was fucking yelling at it. Yo, it's got to win. Good luck, boys.
All right. Yeah, then you don't know if it was your radio that was fucking up.
Right.
So now you're frustrated because you want to hear how annoying that that guy's entry was. Yeah, the guy fucking was pretty smart with that. Yeah, see, another guy saying the exact same thing. Mike on Long Island. Mike?
Hey there, boys.
Hey.
That was so fucking annoying. I'm sitting there playing with my antenna on the dashboard. I'm like, fucking nice.
You thought it was cutting out.
Oh, my God, that was perfect.
Yeah, that did add to it.
I guess we should explain to the people that's the angle he took to make it sound like it was cutting in and out, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Because people really thought it was cutting in and out.
Yeah.
The next one is Asian Greeless? What? Is he going for a joke here that I just don't understand? What, number 12, how you say that? Most annoying 30 seconds.
I would say Greeless.
Asian Greeless?
Yeah.
Is that supposed to mean something?
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
That can't be his name.
Let me see.
Yeah, it could be.
His name is, Aslan. Maybe that's Aslan Greeless.
Oh, wow.
It looks like Asian, though.
I think it's Aslan.
Aslan. All right. This is Aslan's most annoying 30 seconds.
Put your hand on the edge of my cock.
What the fuck?
I think that was very creative.
Well, it was a little Ferris Bueller.
Yeah, I would. I'm out.
It was a little Ferris Bueller.
I'm out on that one.
And if we got to take a Bobby Kelly puke thing, the last one was better. And
unfortunately,
unfortunately,
I just heard that other puking one that's a lot better.
Sorry, my friend.
We're getting rid of Aslan, but thanks for trying, Aslan. Greeless. All right, let's move on to Christopher Rivers. Most annoying 30 seconds.
I gotta get organized. Let me straighten out my wig. Yeah.
I like when they yell.
Yeah. Look, but don't. Yeah. Touch, but don't. Yeah. Ooh-ah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. 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 Yeah.
It's to you, Anthony.
Yeah. I don't know. For that repetitive thing to be annoying, it's really got to be annoying.
Mm-hmm.
Again, just not feeling it.
Christopher Rivers, thanks for playing. Moving on to Jess Smith.
Oh.
If you know Jess Smith?
No.
Jess Smith, most annoying 30 seconds.
Right?
Let's say hi to John.
Hi, John. Hi, John.
Let's go to Jersey and talk to Mike. Mike.
Crosby.
Greg. Hey there, Dave. Hey there, Frank. Hey there, Jeff. Hey there, Jack. Hey there, Jash. Hey there, Rab. Hey there, Rab. Hey there, Rab. Hey there, Tam. Hey there, Tam. Hey there, Ran. Hey there, Bab. Hey there, Bab. Hey there, Bab. Hey there, Chad. Hey there, Rab. Hey there, Tam. Hey there, Tam. Hey there, Ran. Hey there, Bab. Hey there, Bab. Hey there, Bab. Hey there, Chad. Hey there, Paul. Hey there, Paul. Hey there, Paul. Hey there, Paul. Hi. Oh, Uncle.
Really funny. Picking up on something obvious.
That's good.
Question.
That's good.
Yeah.
Is that funny or incredibly scary?
He would have had to gone through a lot of audio.
It sounds like he didn't use the same one.
He went through a lot of audio.
He went through a
lot of audio. To get us picking up the phone and answering people's names.
I've never noticed you guys did that before.
Oh, you've never noticed that?
No.
Yeah.
God.
Mike. Hey there,
Mike.
Bab. Rab. Yeah.
I think he moves on. What do you think?
Good.
Yeah. That was it was clever and annoying.
Jess Smith.
It was manic. It was manic. That's what kind of gives you a little anxiety when you listen to it.
Yes. He'll move on to the next round.
Yeah.
Ray Juergens.
You doesn't has to call him Ray.
I Hate Steven Singer is sponsoring this contest.
Yeah.
All right. And it's $2,000 to the winner?
2,000 cash, yeah.
2 G's. Is this the most annoying 30 seconds? Pow, pow, pow. Pow, pow, pow. Pow, pow, pow. Pow, 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 pow. We played this one already, which is...
Yeah.
We knew we'd get a couple doubles in here.
That was the one where we were imitating machine guns.
Yeah.
Ronnie had brought up the fact that everybody does a machine gun with
differently.
Their voice differently. Mm-hmm. And we did that. And he put them all together.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think?
We've heard ones that are better than that, so I have no problem passing on.
Yeah, if you've heard one that's better, we got to make cuts.
Yeah,
we really got to make
cuts
cuts over here. Yeah, he's gone. Sorry.
Ray Juergens. If he was one of the first ones we played, I would have passed. Put him through.
Yeah. Oh, you're gone, motherfucker.
All right, let's move on. We could get to the end of this, at least for this round.
Yeah.
Christopher Colangelo, maybe?
Sure.
Let's try that.
Hey, yeah.
Most annoying 30 seconds.
Chip Chipperson gets this guy on what's it about you know computer was good. What is it? He's fixing stuff like that. Nothing. People say I'm a sensation.
As much as I hate Chip, I don't think it's that annoying.
I don't think it's that annoying, tell you the truth.
And we got to get tough now, Christopher.
Yep. Sorry.
Thanks for playing, though, sir.
I don't think it's that annoying.
Jimmy Callis is the next one. We might have heard this one, too.
Maybe, yeah.
I think we made a Charlie Callis joke.
Yeah, there's
That's
a couple
all right,
in
though.
there.
At least we get them all played with, together so we could figure this shit out.
Yeah.
Is this the most annoying 30 seconds?
What the fuck is this?
You can die on the way to the elevator, on the way to the elevator, but it's all I want to do now. All I want to do now.
The fuck is that?
Get on to it. Plane. Hey, E-Rock. Just to annoy the listeners.
Yeah,
he passes.
Yeah, that's in. Holy
that.
shit. God, that was
hence
annoying.
Jimmy Callis. Now I get it.
Yeah.
I thought these guys were using their real names.
That was really fucking annoying.
Very good. 2 to go. Lucas Hunton is the next one.
Yeah.
Most annoying 30 seconds?
Yeah.
You say things that make me insane.
Boy, then you just go.
Because you just said it was hard to believe.
Is it fun?
Yes,
Then, is this fun when you go, when I say something, you go,
Because you said it was fun.
go,
Because you said
That's annoying.
That certainly is annoying.
Not much humor to it or anything, but very fucking annoying.
Yeah.
And that's what the contest is, so.
Randy in Wilkes-Barre. Just replay the Anderson Silva interview if you want to know.
Oh.
Look, man.
Oh.
Guy didn't speak English.
No speaky.
Give us a break. I didn't know.
He no speaky.
I blame his stupid translator. How about that?
Yes.
Because Fedor doesn't speak English, but we had a great interview with him because he had a good translator.
You know what I noticed?
The translator just sat there as this guy is like talking like Michael Jackson.
You know what I noticed with this translator? Like Jimmy would ask a question that was pretty detailed.
Yeah.
I think one example was he asked how, it was to kind of expose your family and your private life, and you're known as being a fighter and stuff. And the translator went like, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
3 words. And I was like, oh, come on. You're not conveying the detail of the question that James asked.
Mm-hmm. Could we do a special Opie and Anthony uncomfortable interviews? You know how Ronnie does his interview show? We could do the anti-interview show.
The uncomfortable ones that just none of them went right?
I would put George Wendt on that list.
Oh, yeah.
I so wish you were here for that. But actually, I don't think I wanted you here that day, Ant.
No, that was...
And I'll tell you why, because you probably would have pulled that one off for the boys.
Yeah.
But because you weren't here, we just had a weird fucking time with the guy.
Yeah, that's what I heard when I listened to it. It was very awkward.
Would you have been able to help, you think?
Probably.
Don't be pompous on this one.
No, I'm able to kind of play good cop almost in that situation.
Or would you have gone with the you look sad angle that we took?
No, I'd have been horrified. Cindy Williams would have been another one.
Cindy Williams?
That was a bad one on Has Been Corner.
Mm-hmm.
Steve the Whistler, which was very uncomfortable.
Can we do this,
D-Rock, you got one?
Yeah, I think we did. Also, Willem Dafoe.
Why was that one uncomfortable?
Because you were trying to talk to him about his career and everything, and he kept cutting you off to try to plug the movie over and over, and Ope started getting upset. It's like, we're going to get to the movie. We just want to talk to
Wow, really?
Yeah.
I got upset.
Well, we're talking about Platoon a lot, I bet, right? We have a way of going back 30 years to a movie.
Spider-Man, things like that.
And
Spider-Man.
Willem Dafoe was the movie that McFoley had a small part in, right?
Yeah.
That movie sucked.
Yeah.
It was almost good.
What about
I don't even know the name of the movie. That's how bad it was.
I don't either. I forgot.
What about Star Wars guy?
Star Wars
guy.
Can we do this?
And
yeah, we can do this.
Write that down, E-Rock.
I am.
Right? Toothpick guy?
With mustard that lands on
Was
the
he
Asian guy?
uncomfortable?
Yeah. I think towards the end it might have been, because I think if I remember correctly, someone was trying to get some of his toothpick art.
Yes.
To possibly destroy.
Vocabulary?
Wait, before we move on, the toothpick guy, I failed the audience.
Yeah?
I should have smashed it. I didn't have it in me that day.
I think it's a crime, though.
You think it would have been a crime?
Yeah, I think that would have been a crime.
Toothpicks, that's not art.
Well,
personal property.
Somebody, yeah, he made it.
Vocabulary, you said?
The vocabulary guy.
What about Philippe Petit?
Philippe Petit.
Yeah.
Maybe the listeners could vote on their favorites, and then we could do
people
some
are really kind of popping up with answers here.
What about that asshole that thinks he's like the ultimate chick dude?
Eric?
No, the fucking guy that wrote the fucking guy that wrote the book.
Oh, Tucker Max.
Tucker Max.
Fucking hate
a lot of
that
people
guy.
saying Tucker Max.
A complete fucking phony. Half that shit never happened to him.
On his FAQ on his website has an explanation, his explanation on what happened on this show, because so many people asked him about it.
No, we called him out on it.
Oh yeah, finally. After really kind of
not according to him
playing along with him the first half of the interview.
We thought it'd be kind of a neat thing,
and then it went.
It was so
south.
obvious he's not the type of guy that this shit would ever happen to.
No.
That he has a great imagination.
People saying recently, Paul Reiser.
Paul Reiser would make the list. Yeah.
Yeah.
Linda Blair. First time we talked to her.
First time. Yeah. Well.
How do we do this? Go to the Opie and Anthony Facebook page and maybe start a little poll or something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can do that.
All right. Yeah. We want to do like the anti-interview. Like Ronnie B's known for his interviews.
Now, what if it's compelling?
That's all right.
Like Jesse Ventura with Jimmy was very uncomfortable, yet it was compelling.
Yeah.
But the Steve the Whistler, on the other hand,
I think what I mean
was very awkward and very like dull. But it was
cringe-inducing.
It was cringe-inducing. Yeah, there are a few different things here.
I think if it would never happen on Larry King when Larry King was doing his thing,
yeah,
it qualifies. Like Larry's not gonna like try to fucking spill mustard on one of his guests as he's fleeing the building with his toothpick.
art. Toothpick art.
Remember, he fled the building?
Oh, it was horrible. Oh, the last interview we did with Bernie Getz.
Oh, yeah.
That got real uncomfortable.
Where we really thought we might be getting shot.
He freaked out because he thought we, like, broke one of his fucking...
That was kind of scary, actually, when he ran out to his bag.
Went to grab his bag. I'm like, oh, no, he's got another 38.
Yeah, I think you guys just started yelling, "It's getting hot in here."
It's getting hot in here. That was a code word.
And Poe's too busy showing some stupid intern a move that he just learned.
Did we ever tell... Poe is like so awesome, really, in his day. Did we ever tell you guys how he was trying to convince XM management that he needed to have Dillette in his office?
Yes.
Because it was a security concern, and he just wanted to like listen to music and make mixtapes for himself.
So he needed the entire XM library available to him in the office.
He fucking rules.
That was the set of balls.
That was great. I also enjoyed the summer where he decided it was perfectly acceptable at the workplace to just walk around barefoot with camo pants on,
doing kicks and whatnot.
Holy shit!
Wow, that really was hysterical.
All right, we got more coming in. We're Buddy Epson, Richard Jenny.
Oh yeah, that was really uncomfortable.
Donald Rumsfeld, which was recent.
Rumsfeld.
Rums or Rum?
Rumsfeld.
Rumsfeld, right. Kristen Bell, remember that amazing interview?
Ah, yes.
Well, since Poe is fresh on my mind, can we count the time where you called him like a drunk driver, and you guys were in like D.C. and he freaked out and had to pot up a live mic to defend himself?
Yeah. I just want to say,
I gotta defend my reputation.
I miss Poe, man. I fucking miss Poe. I fucking miss that guy. In hindsight. It's Tom, fucking from East Islip. Remember the Golden Mood guy?
No.
You don't remember? Hey, Bill Burr has entered the studio.
Burr.
You don't remember the Golden Mood guy?
No, what the fuck was that?
He had a product that made you all happy, but he was a sad motherfucker. And we were talking about to him why he's so sad and stuff. And it got really down and depressing.
Really?
You don't remember that?
No.
That's an obscure one, but it could be a good one. Bill, we're talking about uncomfortable interviews we've had over the years.
Yeah, we want to put something together.
And we might put a special together.
Oh, you know what's funny? I was
at Asner.
Yeah. We were I mentioned that. I think
did.
First.
Okay,
yeah.
sorry.
Yeah, that was a
There
bad
was
one.
a guy on one of my on. I'm not hearing anything.
Yeah, you're on.
Oh, I'm on.
Your headphones are probably
Oh,
fucked up.
Jesus, is this on?
Fuck it up.
I was on a flight recently, and some guy from behind looked like Lou Grant. Just some random guy.
I follow you on Twitter.
Yeah, so
that's a great pick.
So I took a picture of the guy, and I go, Ed Asner was on my flight. I was too nervous to take a picture, and everyone was just like, he should have asked you for your autograph. Like, people actually thought it was him. The guy had he was bald, but his hair was brown. He was clearly...
It wasn't... He was a lot younger than...
Yeah, clearly. There was a couple people who got it who was just like, wow, that guy hasn't aged a day.
Yeah.
But there was a lot of them. But then all of a sudden, everyone started writing all this stuff. Don't tell him you're friends with Opie. Don't tell him about the O&A show. And I was like, God, what happened this time?
Well, it wasn't
playing
around.
a poker tournament.
It seems when Ant's not around, it gets a little ugly at times. Ant was in the middle of a poker tournament in L.A., and it was me, Joe Rogan. Who else was there? Jimmy, obviously.
Yeah.
And we talked to Ed Asner, and it was so boring. I basically told him, he has to go.
They're telling us you have to go. Yeah. And
he was all confused. And yeah.
He said, fuck you?
You've never heard this?
Oh, yeah,
No.
he did.
Can we play this for Bill
Ed
Burr today?
Asner saying, fuck you.
And
I think we have just a really short version of
He was legitimately angry.
Yeah, we don't need the long version, just to the point. And we're going to put a special together, uncomfortable interviews.
Yeah.
On the Opie and Anthony show.
Our collection of uncomfortable interviews.
Chris Jericho with Jimmy. There might be too many. This might have to be a two-parter.
Two-parter?
Ashley Dupree.
Oh, you know what?
Was recent.
This could be like a vacation thing.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, of course.
And I remember throughout the years, let's say, we've always said that we'll replay that big fight that happened one day if there was a time where it made sense and it could be narrated or whatever. Maybe this is a good place for that.
True.
I don't know.
Yeah.
That could be like the big capper.
The big capper, we can do that too.
That was highly uncomfortable.
Absolutely.
The money shot.
Absolutely.
You were excited.
What's that?
Oh, I thought you were making fun of because you said the big capper. And you really
No,
didn't
I
get
think that was it was a big thing that happened on the show, and I don't think it's ever been replayed, to be honest.
Wait, fucking, you gotta back it up where he calls me the Destroyer. That's
the whole clip's a minute and a half. I thought you wanted to get right to the
a minute and a
fucking
half.
part.
We could kill a minute and a half.
Oh, that's why they were saying Opie the Destroyer.
Yeah.
Okay.
And someone's coming up when Patrice offended that cheerleader who wouldn't take her coat off. I don't remember that.
Yeah, it was
bad.
we had the lingerie bowl.
Yeah, lingerie bowl.
People in.
And she hated fucking Patrice.
And the porn star that left crying.
Yeah. That was a good one.
There was also the Sports
This sounds like a trilogy of books. The porn star that left crying. The butterfly that attacked the hornet. Or whatever.
You won't believe.
We might not.
The porn star that left crying.
We might not be able to do this. There's too many.
There was a Sports Illustrated model we had on the phone, and Ope got her all upset, and she hung up because he kept saying how awkward her pinky toe was in her photos.
This girl was perfect.
Yes,
she really was. But I noticed that her pinky toe was a little strange, so I obsessively just talked about that to the point she got really depressed and sad and hung up.
What about when Amanda Peet called in?
Amanda Peet was... What did I do there?
You called her tit silly or something.
Yeah, she probably wouldn't like that.
No, she didn't.
I think
You guys should do your own Hollywood show. Remember that show, Coming Up Next? And they always kiss the celebrity's ass. You guys just do it the other way.
The other way around.
But it's still just as bubbly.
Put this on the Facebook page, then have the hardcore listeners really figure this out for us, and we'll do the top ones of all time, because there is a bunch. All right. Hey, we have one more most annoying 30 seconds.
Uh-oh.
Oh, wait. The Ed Asner first? What do you want to do? Let's do the most annoying 30 seconds. We'll get this out of the way.
Yeah.
$2,000 up for grabs, courtesy of Steven Singer. IHateStevenSinger.com. The last entry today, Mike Ford, the last finalist.
Mike?
I'm Sam.
I'm Sam.
No, I'm Sam.
No, I'm Sam.
How can you be Sam if I'm Sam?
I'm Sam.
How do you? I'm Sam. How can you be Sam if I'm Sam? How can you be Sam if I'm Sam?
I'm Sam, and I'm from New Rock City.
That's annoying.
Yeah, he makes it.
Yeah, keep him in there.
All right, so
see how it pans out at the end.
Unfortunately, we're 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We still have 12 in the contest.
Yeah.
We only knocked out 7.
That's okay.
So we'll replay all of them again.
Yeah.
And then we'll make some
at it.
hard some.
That's how you know if it's truly annoying. If you keep playing it and you still hate it.
All right.
I swear, I was in the fucking Caribbean for 2 weeks, and I was fine. Yesterday, here in New York,
you look a little red.
I went out in my fucking backyard and laid down on a chaise lounge, as they call it, chaise lounge by the pool, and fried my face. Look. Look at my neck.
Oh, fuck, dude.
It's like where the shirt was, because all I did was lay down and like pass out. I was tired. I'm fucking.
You're fried.
I'm fried.
I was gonna say you got some color. You look all right over there.
It's crazy.
You got a little life, little twinkle in your eye.
I had some. Yeah, I had a tan up until yesterday when I laid out in my backyard, which apparently is on the equator, and fucking just burnt my face.
How many hours did you pass out for?
I don't know, maybe an hour and a half.
6 years.
Yeah, just fucking all day till it was dark out.
Yeah, 90 minutes, that'll do it.
Oh, it will. Yeah, an hour and a half of just in the blazing sun.
Mm-hmm. I would have had to call in sick if I was out there for 40 minutes.
Oh, please. Yeah. You're a little, what they call fair.
Yeah,
fair skin.
So you can handle that. That'll be tan within a day.
Yeah, it'll be
guys
all right,
like me and Bill. That's a week of fucking torture.
But I woke up
he
and
doesn't
like
even
my
look
eyes
that
are
red.
swollen.
No.
Like I'm a fucking mess. I feel it. It's like everything's tight.
Sure, that's from the
bronze
sun.
tan
Yeah,
tomorrow.
well, booze
The empty
probably.
bottle of Jack next to you and the 12-year-old you were with.
Jesus.
Not 12. Wrong number.
12-year-old.
17.
That's how old the
3/4.
scotch was.
Yeah, nice 12-year-old scotch.
That's a good Anthony roast joke.
Of course.
What was older, your scotch or your date?
I am quite a ghoul. Quite a creepy ghoul.
No, but it makes it so much less creepier if someone owns up to the fact that they're creepy. If you were defending it, it's like...
You're right.
I'm not trying to hide a thing.
You know Anthony has a cape when he opens the front
Yes.
door?
Come in.
Big giant
He puts a
Please enter my house.
He puts a pillow in Danny's back.
I must suck the youth out of you.
How old are you? Let me count. 1, 2, 11.
Come out to the pool. We will go in the jacuzzi.
And she said, Anthony, how'd you get out here so quick?
Yes, I just flutter out the back door.
He doesn't turn into a bat, though. He turns into like a fucking old pigeon.
Stephen, that's from Bayshore. Count Wapula.
That's me. What the fuck are you gonna do?
Yeah, what are you
I don't like fucking touching old bitches.
Well, you can always change your ways.
No, never.
Yeah.
God.
Oh, that's perfect. What the fuck are you gonna do?
Shit. I don't like fucking.
There's your T-shirt right there. Count Wapula. What the fuck are you gonna do?
What are you gonna
What the fuck are you gonna do?
I hate when bitches' fucking tits look like you got to rub saddle soap between them. That leathery fucking horrid shit. Fuck that.
Oh yeah, like the Real Housewives.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Oh
With
God. See, you watch
the
that. it's
elasticity's gone in their skin, but they're still wearing that hot little top.
yeah. Oh, that's
I like that shit.
horrible.
I like a nice milk.
No.
The little freckles, the chest
You
freckles.
don't like that.
From being out in the sun for the last 30
Fuck
years.
that. I like a tilf.
I like when they got
I like when they got a little arm fat.
You
I
like
when
that
the
little
face is
fucking
pulled,
thing?
when the face is pulled back, but the fucking arms are all wrinkled up still. I like that.
When they're showing them walking away in that gown at some gala event, and the backs of their elbows look like frowny faces. The elbow skin is like, you just got to put two eyes back there.
Their armpit looks like a pussy.
Oh, God, yeah, the armpit. How does that? You look gorgeous. Oh, the face is out all the work, but the neck is fucking telling you a story.
Yeah, the Angela Lansbury.
The dots on their nipples are too big.
Oh, God.
All right, even I tuned out with that.
Yeah, see, it's
tapped out Joe.
You know what's sick? I was my girl watches all those Real Housewives shows, and when I saw the one for Orange County, I just looked at it like, all right, they picked out the 6 biggest freaks, they put them on here. No one really looks like this. I did the improv down there. Just walk through them all. It's not obviously not everybody, but the level of fucking plastic surgery, it's worse than Hollywood. It's really bad. It's like suburban
bad
plastic surgery. Even the guys, they got that Bruce Jenner facelift where you wipe, but you're starting to look slightly Asian.
Where your eyes can't they can never get them the same either.
They can't figure that out.
You become completely, like, you're not symmetrical anymore. One eye's going up. The more they smile, the worse it gets. That smile sideways.
No,
How the fuck do they get away with that?
And the mother,
it's malpractice.
the mother and the daughter like shop at the same place. Like they could trade wardrobe clothes.
Oh yeah, Forever 21. Yeah, let's go to Forever 21, Mom. And she thinks she looks it.
Yeah, the dad's wearing those True Religions, like a diamond dragon on the back pocket.
Yeah, I got pictures. Yeah. Go through just taking pictures of people, tweeting them.
I tell you what I do like is those mob wives. Those chicks are hot.
We had them in.
We had them in.
They're not hot.
The tall, the skinny ones?
The redhead? There was one Jimmy was losing his mind over. She was hot.
That's what does it for me. That type of fucking
white trash.
Yeah, I'm gonna be shit out of you.
I'm gonna be honest with you. Honestly, if you take a woman,
Anthony, be honest.
A lady.
I'll be honest,
please.
A still very well put together,
broad,
45 to 50-year-old broad, and put her up against an 18-year-old. You got to take the 18-year-old.
I totally disagree.
No, because it just feels better on your fingers.
It's too wet.
The skin is better. It's too wet.
It's too wet.
It's too wet.
The vagina lips are just cold from not being in use.
Would you take a fat 19-year-old or an in-shape 42-year-old?
I'd probably take the fat 18-year-old.
Oh, this is fun. All right. No, 19-year-old. A 19-year-old. Wait a minute. A 19-year-old had a kid, C-section, or a hot 41.
Any fucking kid, any woman that's had a kid at that age, gets a few years added. So that
C-section.
Yeah, then you gotta go with the older broad.
Okay, ready?
41.
Yeah,
Here's one. An 18
C-section.
And the 41-year-old hasn't had a C-section?
No. Her dad didn't stick around. She still thinks she looks hot. She's doing that shit.
You got to go with the 40. Yeah, then you got to go with the 41-year-old.
An 18-year-old redhead, one gray tooth, that lost around 300 pounds, but she's hot now.
White, like flappy tits.
Yeah, she's hot now, though.
So what's the problem?
Against
the one gray tooth?
A 42-year-old smoking hot.
Who smokes cigarettes.
Smokes cigarettes and talks like this. Anthony, come here for a second. I love your huge cock.
Keep it out of the sun.
I don't know.
That's always in the basement watching videos on Netflix.
That's a toss-up. I might have to flip over the...
I gotta...
What's going to be the deal breaker? Something that comes out of one of their mouths.
Yeah, that would be.
The 18-year-old, when you take her clothes off,
I don't remember ACDC. All right, you're out.
No, you're in. You're in. Good.
I got a dilemma. I got a dilemma one for you. Here it is.
Okay. All right.
40 years old.
Yeah.
Pretty good body.
Mm-hmm.
Decent tits. Immaculate vagina. Immaculate vagina. Tight, pink, beautiful.
Painted on the inside, on the ceiling of a strip club.
Oh, that wow. Okay.
Just beautiful.
Very good.
Or an 18-year-old, pretty good body, bad tits, and her pussy just smells like the inside of a tooth that fell out of your mouth.
Then I gotta go 40.
Yeah, see, no, you should have upped the number. You should have said 49.
Yeah, you made it a little too
Bill's
easy.
like, you made it too easy.
Bill's right. You almost had
made it too easy.
I like to see that Ed picks a few older broads, though.
Well, yeah, I'm not completely insane with just youth does not instantly mean best. It
doesn't.
But I'm saying for the most part, I would rather take a 18, 19, 20-year-old girl that would probably be looked at as more of a mess than the older women that's better put together, I guess.
It doesn't bug you that their spinal cord isn't fully developed? Like you can
But I'm not
feel
going
the
with
bones?
a fucking zygote.
What's wrong with you,
What are you talking about? You can't, at this point, you can't distinguish her from a dolphin embryo.
Doesn't it
They look
bother
the
you?
same.
Doesn't it bother you can't throw her against the wall without having to worry about hurting her?
What is Bobby talking about? Jesus.
It was a joke that he went young.
All right, here's a good one.
I got it.
A hot 39-year-old versus a 7 who's 18, but you got to meet her parents when you pick her up.
Yeah, that adds a psychological thing into it. Where it's
Ant's
like,
not a fan of the father.
No, I like when they.
I bet the father's not a big fan of Wapula.
But the good thing is, the only girls that age that would go out with me are ones that the father is so fucked up or out of the picture.
Just a huge fan of the show. She likes your tan.
Really? My tan? I was on a cruise. It's great.
You have to tell the father you're the captain, and then maybe if he had some sort of military background, he'd.
Well, that's great. I was in the Navy myself. What? Oh, Christ! I got to learn nautical terms. Yeah, tie me a sheepshank. He throws me a rope like Quint. You got soft hands, Mr. Cumia, from counting money all your life. Not talking about hooking bluegills or Tommy cats.
Shark and a black eye, lifeless eye.
Talking about sharking, working for a living.
All right, what about a 19-year-old smoking hot, batshit fucking crazy, 40-year-old smoking hot, really well controlled?
All right, hold the
phone
phone
with you, Joe. You fucked it up.
Have you listened to that shit? No, not even that. Have you listened to the show? That is the only girls those are the only girls I ever see. Batshit crazy.
Yeah, I know, but so I'm asking from your experience.
Yes, I go with the batshit crazy.
You'd still go with batshit?
It's my type.
Why wouldn't Wapula go with batshit crazy?
You are batshit crazy, and I'm a bat. And anyway, the any of the older girls that I have been out
walks
with.
through his house with one of those giant candle holders.
Yeah, there's no lights on. It's just a big candelabra that I walk from room to room with.
Yeah, Anthony,
with my nightcap on. Walk around. You could stay in this room. Lightning comes through the window.
Do you talk about the children of the night?
Yes,
you walk through that?
Children of the night. Pull the strings. Pull the strings. Yeah, it's even though the older broads I've been with they're crazy too.
But you can't see them.
Yeah, look. Oh, you look beautiful. I come
like
up behind her in the mirror.
Anthony, why is your shadow over there?
Could you invite me into your room? I cannot just walk in. Boo. I am quite, like I said, quite the ghoul.
We need a black girl scenario. That'll trick them.
Oh, okay.
We need to get a black girl scenario.
I don't have the ages right. Somebody else do it.
The black girl's got to be young, obviously. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. There's a racist thing that is happening with her.
Now, is she fat?
No,
with 18. The pH.
No, the black girl.
Yeah, she's fat with
the black
pH.
girl's got to be young and smoking.
Yeah.
And what's the equivalent that just fucking makes it where he has a tough decision here?
35-year-old.
Yeah.
Was the perfect girl next door, but she's 35. Got a little bit of crow's feet. She's a bit of a cunt.
Yeah, but she's got a lot of cash.
And she pushed out a kid. Or the really hot smoking 19-year-old. Nothing wrong with her. We're testing your racism.
I probably have to go with the black chick.
There you go. Wow, it's turning a new leaf.
Are you feeling okay?
All right,
I think I would.
You got a fever from all that sun yesterday?
Like Francine was years ago.
Yeah. I think you kind of had a little something for Francine.
Well,
the problem with Francine was she was the wrong color, or you would have knocked that one out.
I probably would have hit that if I wasn't in a relationship at the time.
Really?
Yeah, I probably would have banged Francine.
Oh, this is breaking news.
Look at this. You spent a few hours out in the sun, all of a sudden you can relate to the blacks.
No, I can't. I got up early. See, that's another one of those stereotype jokes.
Wow. Man just admitted he would have sex with a black girl.
Yeah, yeah.
We've been trying to get that done for
I think everybody
years.
knows I would have banged Francine years ago.
Yeah.
She kind of, you know.
But she was, what? She used to tell us. What kind of black was she again?
What? She was a Tootsie.
A Tootsie.
She was a Tootsie, so she was tall, got a little light skin.
She made fun of the other black girls for not being Tootsies.
For being the fucking, what's the other one that they had in Rwanda? The Tootsie and the fucking...
John Seattle?
There's like 9 jokes that just came out that you don't want to say.
No. The Hutu.
Hutu.
Right. Tootsie and the Hutu.
What about
a Janjaweed?
One more.
Yeah.
What about a Helen Mirren situation?
Oh, yeah. Get the fuck out of... Why? How does any guy look at that old bat and think...
let's get a...
I was going to say, that just sounds like an old lady name.
Helen Mirren.
Yeah.
Well, let's get a scenario
We're playing
going.
cards over
You
Helen's
better come
tonight.
up with a good scenario.
Who's Helen
'Cause I ain't
Mirren?
touching that fucking... You know she just smells like baby powder and grandma.
No, she's hot, man.
She smells like a ghost.
No.
She's kind of hot, right, Joe?
I
love her.
I think
I
when
love
guys your age are a little too into way older women, there's some kind of fucking issue there.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean, you're clean as a whistle sitting over there.
No, believe me. I realize
issue-free.
my issues are my issues. But
No, he has very mainstream issues. He's an older guy who wants to bang younger women.
Yeah, wow.
Rather
Call
than
me an idiot.
rather than just think
Not
about
wants
it.
to.
Yeah.
But
Bought a big house so he could.
Right. Look, I have no delusions, believe me. If I was knocking tin, I'd be with Helen Mirren. I know what this gig has gotten me. It's amazing.
I know all my MILF issues come from, I'm obsessed with MILFs. I know it all probably stems from the adoption and abandonment and all
It
that
has
stuff.
to, right?
I don't doubt it.
How does that translate into something sexual? That seems sick.
I just...
Wait, I want to go...
he's sitting there banging children.
I want to...
I know.
Yeah.
Anthony bought a 10-room
can I tell you
house.
something, dude? At your age, a girl 21 is a child. What do you talk about?
He has to have a room full of dolls.
I just watched fucking a room full of dolls.
He does.
Go in there
He
and
gives
play.
him a stuffed animal at the end of the night.
He has to fuck him in a crib.
Jesus.
Wow.
He goes, no, big crib.
It's a big crib. Like a regular sized person.
They're
crib.
all legal. They've all been legal. I swear.
They come, they go,
That's going to be Anthony when he represents himself in his children. Just as he's going to be knocking on that big legal
They've
table.
all been legal.
Yeah, because no lawyer
The jury's
will help
just going
him
to be
out.
looking like, oh, God.
Got to represent himself.
Oh,
Don't you think what you did that night was a little disgusting? Objection! They've all been
Objection, Your
legal.
Honor.
I want to go back to Joe, the oldest girl, with this MILF thing you have going. How old were you and how old was she?
The biggest age gap I think I ever... well, here's the two, and I got to do the math, but the two biggest age gaps I ever had was when I was 21... I lost my virginity very late, obviously, at 21 to like a 37-year-old woman.
Mm-hmm.
But then when I was in my late 20s, I made out with and fingered over the pants a 60-year-old woman in a bar. She was hot, though.
I love how we all end our horrible stories with, but she was hot,
I
man.
paid a 78-year-old lady to fucking play with my asshole and jerk me off.
No,
I
you
gave her
didn't.
120. Fuck you, I didn't.
78? No, you didn't.
West Hollywood, up the street from Whiskey a Go-Go.
Really?
Not 78.
Swear to God, dude.
Was she
I
an
was
old
into this-
hooker?
I was into this mature massage.
Mature is one thing.
How do you know she was 78? Did you look at her driver's
You
license?
had to know,
She had a
right?
hack
She had
license
that
hanging
Amelia
up.
Earhart headshot.
Miss Crabtree hairdo.
I got into mature massage because it was cheaper. It was like, they were like $100.
That tells you right there my side of the story.
And I went.
Why is it cheaper?
It's cheaper because they're fucking 80.
Thank you.
I went up.
Know what
She had
a
to be like
young Thai boy
She might have
costs?
been older. She had her.
She has a loose lip sync ships tattoo on her forearm.
Yeah, I like Ike.
Paid her in war bonds.
She couldn't give me
You knew she was going to be in her 70s when you showed up?
I didn't know because her face was phased out on the website.
What age does the mature massage start at?
It should start around 40.
Yeah.
40, and they're usually a little chunky, but they're very nice. They give you like 2 hours, very cheap. They give you, one lady used to fucking...
Did she fall asleep at any point during this?
But this lady, her knuckles were, she had arthritis in her knuckles.
Of course she did.
So she couldn't
slow down.
She could only give me a massage like with a fucking
Fred Sanford
massage.
hand.
Oh, God, would she have the big knuckles and the twisted fingers?
Yeah.
How do you know she was 78?
And the nightie didn't fit. She had a nightie on.
About 78 is so old.
She had cotton candy hair where it was like, all burnt out from years of dying.
That puppy, they tease it up to try to cover up that they have like 8 strands per inch.
She had a bald spot in the back.
She had a picture of her with the not famous yet Elvis.
Was she into it, or did she have to...
my high school.
Was she into it, or did she have to just pay rent, and this is what she did?
She had to pay rent, I think.
She wasn't into it?
I mean, she had a little... It was right up on West Hollywood, up on the hills, right off the hills, and she had like a house with like a little elevator in it and shit. I think she probably had this house for years and couldn't pay for it anymore. Probably was a hottie patati back in the day.
Forget
back
about
in the 20s.
I bet if you IMDb'd her, she was like 5th lead in like Psycho. She almost made it.
Something.
So she got the house.
Errol Flynn rode in this elevator.
Yeah, really?
When did
Jerk me off, Grandma.
Did you know she was really old before you showed up?
No, I thought...
So when you showed up, you said, what the hell anyway?
I was there, and then I felt bad. I just felt bad. Like, she was... this fucking poor lady's doing it. I remember she took my hand, but she couldn't hold it. Like, I had to hold like a knuckle.
Oh, my hand.
And
What did she want? What was the sexual thing she did to you?
It's a massage with a little hand job. She had like fucking 90 cats too. They were just looking at me disgusted.
Oh, great. Crazy cat lady.
And then there was a prostate massage supposedly in it, but she was giving me the massage.
Wait,
the hand job.
Suppose what?
Wait.
Supposedly.
Oh, no.
Supposedly.
Supposedly?
Supposedly.
She, so at the end, she's giving me the hand job, and I went, excuse me, I'm just asking, in the ad it said there's a prostate massage included.
In the ad? What are you clipping it out?
Picture this old lady with her finger up some guy's ass.
She goes like this.
We'll take any competitor's coupon.
He's going to call the Better Business Bureau.
She goes,
excuse me.
She goes, do you want that? I go, I mean, if it's included... Yeah, I'll take it. So she snapped another glove on, real angry.
Oh, that giant fucking arthritic knuckle trying to get through.
I think
past your ass.
I was talking about my asshole. That giant asshole.
Why? He literally
cured her arthritis.
I've known him for 8 years. And I still haven't heard all the stories.
No.
He's like William Randolph Hearst, just fucking skeletons in the closet.
More stories come out.
Jesus Christ.
78.
How was the prostate massage?
Yeah. It was nice because she only could use a knuckle. She couldn't use her finger. I don't like the finger in there.
Yeah.
So she just rubbed it with her
arthritic knuckle.
Fat knuckle.
That was
I like
great.
that fucking.
You like a finger
like
in your ass?
fingered.
What?
Yeah.
Joe.
I do.
Really?
I don't like
How
that.
deep?
This chick in Traverse City, Michigan, fingered my asshole so hard, my asshole literally hurt for a week from it. I swear to God, she was in there, man.
Really?
I was wasted.
I don't like that.
Did she fuck it up with her long nail?
No, she didn't really have nails. So
So she was prepared to do this to somebody that night.
She was prepared. Then the next morning she got up and she goes, "I gotta go." She goes, "I gotta go pick up my kids." And I was like, "Oh boy, if they only knew it was on your hands."
Bobby, 78.
70. He just had a fucking fist in his asshole.
A fist, a finger. Don't get gross.
Worse. I move my hips around like a hula dancer, trying to keep a finger from getting over. Like if I feel a finger starting to go into that area,
really?
I'm I'm hip, I'm moving, I'm hip checking. I'm doing everything to let her know. No.
I like it.
No.
Scratch those roids for me.
Oh God.
Hey, worst like line a girl said as she left that just made you cringe and feel like a piece of shit. I got one.
Yeah.
Calling
I
the
got
police.
Sorry about the blood.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I fucked this chick in my roommate's bed. I had this gay roommate, but he had TV. He was the only one who had TV in the house. So I took her in there. We were watching TV. We wound up fucking. and then her pussy died. I don't know. She didn't have a period. Something happened to her pussy. I hit a cyst. I don't know. I popped something up.
Oh, shit.
I killed something. And the whole bed was covered in blood. You know when you're fucking and you feel blood? It's different
period
wetness.
blood is different.
Yes. It's like a dry. It's wet
like,
and
wait a
it's
minute, what's
dry.
going on here?
It's a dry wetness.
I turned on the fucking lights. I panicked because my roommate's fucking. He was gay.
Yeah.
So it was like, you know.
Did he yell like Waltz did in The Godfather when he pulled the sheets down?
Oh, somebody was trying to send Balby a message to her pussy.
So yeah, I had to do the sheets. This poor girl, she goes, I don't know. I go, you on your period? She's like, no. She was trying to figure out what happened to her pussy.
Oh man, would you scratch it?
She helped
when you fingered her. Maybe you hooked a hangnail or something.
I have no idea. She helped me wash the sheets because I didn't know how to fucking get blood out of anything. And
Bobby probably had a cock ring attached to a wallet chain. He was always over-accessorizing.
Went to fucking Hot Topics.
When I first met him, he had a purse, and he was telling me how he could get away with it because we were looking at it going, what the fuck? No, dude, it's like European, dude. Like, Bobby, it's a fucking purse.
You know, when you can put everything in your pocket, why do you got to do that? When you can, boom, you got everything you need.
You whip this out, you flap it open.
Supposedly the guys in Europe got them.
All you faggots have them now.
All you
faggots have your iPads in them. And I don't even use one anymore. Yeah.
I had a girl.
No, Joe. Before you start with another girl, I want to know about the 60-year-old broad in the bar.
I met her at Caroline's, man. I met her at Caroline's. She was with a group. They were stewardesses, she was with a group of young girls.
With Piedmont Airlines?
Eastern Airlines?
I got to catch my DC-3 back to
Pan Am.
And knowing she's a stewardess makes it not as bad, by the way.
Well,
a 60-year-old stewardess, not as bad.
And you know the funny part,
the
dude?
varicose veins from standing on your feet all day.
Good point.
And the change of pressure all the time.
Altitude,
She's got blood clots all the way up to her knees.
Fucked it with nylons.
These planes are swell. They don't go down like the Titanic did. so yeah, she was a steward.
What was her line? Coffee, tea, or me?
She
23 skidoo.
She was hanging out with all these younger. She worked with all the girls. She was with all the girls she worked with, and they were all in their 20s. And she was. And I
At
swear
what
to
point
God,
did you know you were in like Flynn?
Errol Flynn.
Yeah,
God.
No, I had to.
When did you realize all the 20-year-olds didn't want you, and you had to go for the 60-year-old?
This is the fucked up
I'm
part.
Joe.
When I said thank you, good night at the end of my set, I knew that I was out. No, this is the fucked up part. To Anthony's point about me having a problem, I had to I was so locked on her and none of the 23-year-old that she was like almost being like, what the fuck's wrong with you? There's like 20.
What are you doing?
2-year-old pussy around you. Why are you coming in? And I had to literally convince her to hook up with me because I was like, I want to fucking hook up with this 60-year-old, man. I was really, really fucking into it, you know?
Sometimes there is the sure thing bet. You bet the favorite. You know, the 20-year-olds are the long shots at the track. You don't want to invest your money or your time.
Yeah, safe investment.
Yeah, you went with the favorite.
I'm a clear believer in that. I always go for the goofy face, hot body. If there's a room full of smoking chicks,
that's a good combo.
The half at 23 and 5, they round the far turn. Here comes the 60-year-old bag. Down the stretch. She's ahead by 12 lengths. Joe DeRosa wins.
You didn't get much from her, Joe.
What it is.
Now, we made out in the bar, and then I was rubbing her vagina over her pants.
What was left of it?
Yeah, she
had really
three
firm
pairs of
nylons that she got from some guy that came back from France.
Yeah, look like Ben Franklin's head.
Her boobs were really firm.
That was breast cancer.
Oh, God damn.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, shit.
Oh, my God. God forbid.
That's brutal.
God forbid.
That's just really disgusting. I liked older women when I was young, and old to me was 35. And then when I got to be 35...
now older women are too.
now I started to
I
go
just
down.
keep
Gotta
edging
go the
them
other
up.
way. You just keep going.
Yeah.
Higher.
I get mad now when I watch
Card Sharks.
Yeah.
All of it higher.
Another good point. You're a MILF guy.
Yeah.
How old are you about?
33 now.
So how old will you go to keep the MILF thing going?
If I watch a little MILF porn now, I'll go up to 60s. If they're hot, like hot 60s.
Wow,
but
really?
Chicks in their 60s can be hot now.
Don't say chick in their 60s, by the way. It doesn't work.
That's a bird.
A woman.
A bird
in her 60s.
A broad.
Once a girl becomes, I think once a girl really hits the 30s,
Joe's lady
the
friend.
chick thing goes away.
Listen, once a
lady friend.
Joe's lady friend.
She calls you my gentleman visitor.
Yeah.
And my lady friend.
Joe, bought her a brooch for Christmas.
A brooch. A hat pin.
Oh my God!
Can we get some 60-year-olds in here and you pick one?
Yeah, fuck yeah.
You'd really do that?
I would do that in a second. Are you kidding?
I wouldn't fuck a 60-year-old.
I'm getting excited.
I wouldn't fuck one. I would let her jerk me off and let me cumsies. But there's something about an old vagina. Something happens to the vagina, like the outer rim of vagina.
Yes,
the lips get like...
Well, it's gravity.
It's kind of like, the fat on a steak.
It's like...
It gets a little hot, like it starts to die.
It's
a little
necrotizing.
Hard. Yeah, the pink is in there.
You ever been to the Grand Canyon? It's like the rim of the Grand Canyon. It starts collapsing.
It's all dry.
From time.
Gravity does start... weighing on the parts and pulling them down.
Yeah.
So you can't have like a prolapsed
you ever
vagina.
Have squid?
What?
You ever have squid, like calamari?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the sautéed version, but the squid is too big and hard. It's like that.
It's not tender.
I'm just picturing like the picture of all the kids she's had. They're all in like their 50s.
Oh, yeah.
He was
all
in,
the photos
he was
on
in
the
plastics. He got in the ground floor of plastics. That's where he made his money.
There's Bobby. Lost him in the war.
As you're walking through the hallway to her bedroom, are there just those collage pictures? All black and white photos of her in Lederhosen.
We got to get some 60-year-olds in here for Joe DeRosa.
I would do that.
How do we
literally
do that? Because we don't have that type of audience.
60-year-old women is a little out of our demo.
But maybe we could get some grandmas, some of the listeners' grandmas in here or something.
They got to be hot grandmoms, though. Like
how old was that stripper, Ant? That came in at NEW.
Oh shit! I don't.
We had a stripper that came in. She was in her. Listeners will help us out with everything. They know all this shit. I think early 70s.
Oh, you could see every fucking vein in her tit. She looked like that Visible Woman's model when you were a kid.
We brought her to one of our road shows. She was a hit.
Does she dance to like hip hop, or does she just keep it old school?
Yeah, that's the rug act. And then she gets up, dances fast.
Yeah, she probably go and take it through 7 decades of stripping. Full time travel.
She does a fan dance.
It's like a ride at Disney World. It's a Disney World ride.
5'2", eyes are blue, but what those 5 foot could do? Has anybody seen my gal?
You can sacrifice yourself.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome to the stage Helen. Here she comes, beautiful. You may have seen her at the USO tour for our boys over in Tunisia.
In the 20s before it was unacceptable. She's a bad girl. She's a card-carrying member of the Communist Party.
God, I think that's hot.
She's a little intellectual. She likes to discuss politics.
Yes, an intellectual. She has her own ideas. She's actually been seen smoking cigarettes and wanting to vote.
Oh, fuck. Jesus Christ.
Like Little Rascals teachers and parents.
How bad was the 7-year? I mean, let me ask you, because you're going to say she was decrepit.
She wasn't bad.
Like hot for 70.
You got to remember, she was probably 71, 72, I would guess. Did anybody come up with the answer?
Oh,
how old she was? It was NEW.
How old was she, and what was her name? Does anyone know?
I know we have pictures that used to be on a website. We should find those pictures today, E-Rock, if you got them.
She was Joe, when you were with that girl, did you, and she wanted to put some music on? Did she turn on like an old record player with like a 78 of the Andrews Sisters?
Yeah,
my baby's a boogie woogie bugle boy accompany.
Let me crank it up first, and then we'll get some tunes going.
Did you answer?
Cracks your dick like that.
It had a bird on it.
Did you answer the question why she didn't go all the way with you?
I tried to get her to take me back to the hotel or bring her. I don't remember which, or bring her back or whatever it was. And
She's probably sharing a room with somebody.
She wouldn't do it. She was like, no, not this time. And then she came back.
Probably won't be a next time. You
saw her a second time?
Well, she came back and called me like a year later, and then by that point I was like, I'm not into this. I can't do this.
Oh yeah, she's so old now.
Did an fucking menopause was over.
Did an operator connect her? Pennsylvania 69000.
Oh my God!
I got a telegram.
That's right. Operator, get me Klondike 59625.
No, it's Klondike. What the hell's wrong with you?
Klondike. Joe, I figured we could go to Coney Island.
Yes, connect me with Benson Her 79326.
She was there only 4 numbers back then? You knew that too, right?
Of course, there was just like, well, you didn't have to put in anything.
Yeah, she showed up. She showed up like a year later, and she called me. And she goes, "Hey, I'm in town." And I said, "I can't really hang out tonight," and I kind of dodged her. And then she showed up
to town by train.
Yeah, she yeah, by boat.
Ship.
Yeah, ship.
She had 14 big cases.
Big steamer trunk.
Hat boxes.
When she got in, she was on the bow of the ship going like this.
Waving a handkerchief with a bird feather.
The Statue of Liberty behind her.
Bird that's extinct. I'm with you, Bobby.
Immigrants crying all around her.
The war is over.
We get it. She's old.
Her dress kept dragging in the mud.
You're no gentleman.
Jesus. Yeah, so she came back and then she found me. I dodged her, and then she showed up at my show, and I was hanging out in front with another comedian. And she walks up and she's like, "Hi, you didn't think I'd find you, did you?" Right? That's what she said.
I had a private eye.
And
like film noir.
Who was the other comic?
It was Jay Okerson. You know, Jay?
He wouldn't bust your balls, right?
No, I go, all right.
Probably wanted to double team her.
Yeah.
You get her over, I'll fuck her in the ass.
Oh, shit.
And he didn't know the story, and I go, all right, well, I'll see you inside. And she went inside the club, and I just turned to Jay and I go, I made out with that chick last year, and we just started laughing.
Did you feel anything when you were massaging her vagina? Any warmth? Any moisture?
Calcium deposits.
It felt like a trampoline in the rain.
Because there is, a moisture issue when they get older, I think, right?
No, I think it dries up like a
That's
fossil.
what I mean. A moisture issue, like the other way around. It dries up a little bit. It's like the plains of the Serengeti.
Yeah, no,
it's like that piece of tire on the highway you run over.
The old piece of retread that came off.
Came off a truck. It's like that. It's all wrinkled.
I got a buddy that's so disgusted by anything over 35. You'll see like a hot 36-year-old. You go, look at that chick. She's hot. And he goes, please, I'd rather drag my dick along these rocks. Fucking cunt will be drier than that fucking bed of sand over there.
At 36.
Oh, dude, he's brutal.
36 isn't old.
No, that's not. Even I say that's not old, and I'm fucking crazy for like, I had to actually go on a website and check state laws. I've actually,
on vacation so you don't get
actually
arrested?
had to go, okay, now I can pick her up. I can drive her to New York.
Oh,
She's not allowed to be barefoot.
I can't fuck her in her home state.
Yeah,
Anthony has to fuck in a tunnel.
There was actually a time where I was able to I could have sex with the girl, but I couldn't show her any pornography on the internet.
Oh,
that was illegal.
Christ. But he researched
which is fucked up.
He researched all that.
Which if you ask me, is one of the most fucked up laws ever. You could have sex, but you can't let them see a picture of a naked person or take a picture of them.
Oh, the hypocrisy.
It really is.
What happens if you fuck in a mirror?
Yeah, I know, right? Look, she's seeing it.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
That's a quandary.
But they will not see me.
The perfect crime.
No reflection from me because I am a ghoul.
Jesus Christ. Once you're taking girls over state, once you're committing the man act.
That's a man act.
Yeah, just
knocking down mailboxes, driving through people's backyards.
That's the
Got
man
a girl
act.
in the car. That's a man act.
Ever smoking the man?
Yeah,
transport over state lines. That's the man act.
That's a man act.
That's kidnapping.
Kidnapping the baby.
Greatest movie ever.
Yeah, fucking insane.
The Maniac. With that,
Thank you, nice lady.
We're going to take a break. Officially welcome Joe DeRosa, Bob Kelly, and, of course, Bill Burr to the show today.
Yes, cheat.
We're going to talk about cheatthemovie.com after the break and some other things, right?
Absolutely.
But we have to take a break because we have Mother's Day reads and all that crap.
Oh, that's good.
Which I
after
think
that
is fitting.
conversation. Yeah.
Joe, you ever hook up with a chick who had polio as a child?
Joe hooked up with a chick, and she paid for dinner with beads.
Oh,
it's old.
Trying to get rid of me?
Yes.
What are you doing? What's the sign language?
Ed.
He's our producer.
And he decides when a guest is getting a little too boring, and that was the sign
What the
that he usually gives. And
more
what's the problem?
disrespect to
We're
Ed
having, we're having
Asner.
a good interview with Ed Asner.
I can tell you, Anthony, that's the last time I'll ever be on your show.
No, that was yeah.
I've suffered your insults enough, and I certainly wouldn't come back again. I'll be glad to talk to you about the Columbia
I would love to talk to
documentary
you about
some
that.
other time
That was
when he's not
fascinating.
around.
Can I talk to you, Ed? I'm a big fan. I love you.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
But be sure that he's not in.
I don't. He does this all the time. I'm a big fan. We're very happy to have you on the show.
He's a destroyer.
He's a destroyer.
Destroyer.
He's like Gordon Gekko. He builds nothing. He liquidates. He's filthy.
He's greasy.
Yes, he is.
I don't want to
swarthy.
smell his shorts.
He's a Sven In quotes, I don't want to smell his shorts. Ed Asner.
Bravo.
The great Ed Asner.
Great Ed Asner.
Thank you, sir. Very nice to meet you. Thank you very much. You're a destroyer. He called you a destroyer.
Wait till Anthony hears this on the replay.
Oh, it was phenomenal.
Hey, Jimmy, get back here, man. I start sweating. Ed, no, come on, give me a handshake, please.
Fuck you, he said. No, fuck you. Dude, Ed Asner just said fuck you. Oh, that's phenomenal.
The virus. Sirius XM. You're listening to Opie and Anthony. Opie and Anthony.
Like a romantic comedy now. Bill Burr, Joe DeRosa, Bob Kelly. You might hear in the background Bill Burr saying, talking about his movie Cheat. Cheatthemovie.com. Playing tonight all over the place. Well, tonight at the Clearview Cinemas, Chelsea 4. Can they just go to cheatthemovie.com for movie time?
I think they're sold out, except for Thursday.
I think every
they're all
showing,
sold out.
every showing except for tomorrow, I believe he showed up. But if you go to TribecaFilm.com and then search Cheat.
What? Why only 15 minutes?
It's a short film.
It's a short.
That's a short.
Hence the name.
It's like we don't have a million to make a long.
Yeah, we don't have. Yeah, this is how you get in. You make a short one at the door.
All right, calm down.
Worth of money.
That's a good question. I was talking to Ann about this. Could this possibly lead to a longer version of this film?
Yeah, like a lot of films have done like
Sling Blade.
I heard Meet the Parents was like that. The guy made a short one, they liked it, and then turned it into a long movie, and then attached a bunch of
actually, the Fockers, Meet the Fockers, was actually a short in
That's
Tribeca.
what he just said.
Yeah.
He just
started with Meet the Parents.
You said Meet the Parents, right?
Which was the
Yeah, well,
first
that's
one.
the first one.
Oh,
Yeah, they didn't start with the third
you
movie
guys
of the trilogy.
You guys could have corrected me when I told you that fucking 2 days ago.
It's just fun hearing you say shit wrong.
I hate that. I'm the one who told him that. He just fucking threw it off as his knowledge.
Yeah, but you
he didn't
fucked up because you didn't listen to what he just said.
Yeah, but he didn't tell me I
Why are you
sucked
blaming
2
me,
days
Bob?
ago.
You should have jumped right in from the beginning and said Meet the Parents. You said Meet the Bob. You said the wrong thing. We all do it sometimes.
And you literally said it right after he said it.
I can't
showing that
defend
you weren't
myself.
listening at all.
Absolutely. I'm a fucking...
Good buzz in the movie, though, huh?
Fucking doomy.
Yeah, so we'll see what happens. You know, we have a feature length script based on this written already, basically. So we're hoping to try to sell it.
Because that's what everybody told us. That you're going to go there, and if people like it, they don't just go, "Oh, that was great." They go, "We loved it. What else you got?" So we got.
And then you got to have something to hand them right away. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And people are liking this, right?
So far.
Joe went to the first one on Saturday night. We weren't there. We were on the road. But he was at the premiere on Saturday.
Yeah, I was at the premiere of our first movie we ever did at De Niro's Festival. These fucking guys were in Poughkeepsie.
Why would you go to that?
Yeah, wouldn't you just blow the gig
First of all,
off?
because we could get gigs.
Oh,
Oh, damn.
We had to pay called mortgages.
Yeah, and also, my gigs, I already sold all the fucking tickets.
I know. It's just he's just making a joke.
Such a cunt.
Yeah,
I was just making a joke. He always tries to make himself like he's more responsible. You probably fingered an 80-year-old When you should have been talking to a producer, you creep.
Oh, they got you, Joe.
They got me. Oh,
What's the gist? What's the gist of the movie?
We can't say too much
because there's a left
15 minutes.
Well, there's a left turn. We don't want to give it away, but it's basically three pieces of shit get together to combine their piece of shitness to try to accomplish a goal.
Yeah, I'm trying to pull off the perfect heist.
Yeah,
gotcha.
Yeah. There's a character named Doc. There's a time machine made out of a DeLorean.
That's cool.
The guy goes back. There's a lot of cool shit going on.
It starts off, you think it's a serious movie, then there's a left turn, then it.
Yeah, and it's 3D.
Are you?
Oh wow, that's
you were at the
nice.
premiere?
Yes, I went.
Were you sitting in the audience when they were showing this thing?
Yeah,
and
it killed. It was great. I was really actually. I don't want to say surprised, like I didn't believe in the movie, but I was surprised at how good of a reaction it got. I was really, really excited about it.
I couldn't have, dude. Even if I was there, I couldn't have sat. Just the level of powerlessness. Because as a comedian, if it's not going well, you couldn't just. What the fuck is wrong with you people? Like blame the crowd.
Right.
But the film is just done.
It's there.
And if it's bombing, there's just nothing you can do but slide under your
Bill
seat.
just runs up to the screen. Hey, motherfuckers! Fuck you!
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's good.
I did Dane. We did the 8 Guys premiere, and he showed a animation that he did before the actually 8 Guys. It fucking tanked.
Yeah.
Oh, there's nothing worse than being in a room full of fucking no laughs.
Oh my God.
Just this and watching a cartoon at that.
Good thing you could dab his eyes with $100 bills, huh? Get it?
I was nervous.
Find him.
Oh shit!
Wow! Wow!
He's found most of it, hasn't he?
Oh boy!
He's talked about it on the show. Why are you looking at me?
I didn't even get that for half a second.
Yeah.
I just, you don't get a joke. You just look around trying to read people's faces. What was the subtext?
A little inside.
I was
some people
deaf
know what that's
person at a
about.
comedy show.
So you guys might have something here.
We'll see what happens. We'll see. We're hoping for the best, but you don't want to get your hopes too high up.
Because what do you do with this film if it doesn't become a longer feature?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. That's a cold bucket of water of reality. We're still in fantasy land here.
Yeah. But isn't that a real question?
Saturday when you're lonely? Hey guys, check out this.
Here's something that we thought would change our lives.
Oh, damn. Fucking 90 comments from shit dicks. Go fuck yourself.
You sucked. Yeah, all right.
You know what? I'm actually willing to bet.
minutes.
I'm willing to bet.
Assholes.
Even some of the bigger cunts that listen to this show will actually enjoy it. I think we did a good job.
We're going to send it to more festivals after this one, and you just hope that at one of these things something will happen.
But that's the reality. You really, it has to be longer for it to be successful for you guys, right?
In all fairness, the short has opened other doors. It's like we wrote this book that we have coming out that you guys were involved in for those interviews we did, and so that'll be coming out next year. So that was,
and you can get the movie will be in the back of the book. So that's the way we're going to get it.
And it will be available and download for like iTunes. If you buy the book, you'll be able to get the movie too.
So at the very least, we got that.
Yeah, and also too, like,
who came up with this idea?
With with the story for the film?
Yeah,
it was basically a true thing that happened to me, and Bobby and I were talking about it in the diner, and Bobby said, let's do this as the short film. Bill had the idea that we should do a short film, and then we were like, all right, let's think of something. And Bobby and I were talking in the diner one day, and I was telling him this jam I was in. And Bobby went, we should do this as our movie idea. And we called Bill.
There's an old woman involved.
Yeah.
Great.
A couple old broads are involved.
Yeah. Make out session with an old bag.
I've known about this movie for a while now, and I still don't know what the fuck it's about because of the left turn.
Well, you were going to come down on Saturday, right? You almost made it, but then because you forgot it was Easter weekend.
Yeah, which we thought was amazing. As a married man with a child, you had no idea it was Easter. That's amazing. That's amazing. You should have used a better one there.
Yeah, you didn't buy any candy.
Is this weekend Easter? I had no idea. He's probably standing there in a bunny rabbit suit. That's one of the worst excuses we got.
I've never supported you fuckers.
He can't even look at us. Look at us. He's looking away.
I wanted to go.
My wife is painting whiskers on his face with eyeliner.
I was trying to figure out how I could do that. Kind of had something else I had to do. I wanted to go.
Definitely, you've come out to all our shows.
Kill me with the jokes, but I did want to go.
But we do have to break your balls a little bit with that.
Is there another screening I could go to?
He's trying to move the ball forward.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, that's good.
You didn't even go to the premiere.
Huh? I don't need
That's
to.
a good point. You got a good point.
Wait, so why am I supposed to go if you weren't there?
Yeah, but I said I didn't go to the premiere because I have a gig in Milwaukee and Detroit. I didn't say. I had no idea.
I had a gig in Philly with the fucking Easter Bunny.
It is hilarious. It is. Dude, I was going to visit you in the hospital, but I forgot till today it was my birthday. Yeah. I had no fucking idea. Shit. Yeah, you know me, always forgetting stuff.
Sitting there with a party hat on, frosting on the side of his face. Yeah,
Wait, so Joe's the only one there, right?
Yes.
So you're busting my balls, but you weren't going to be there, and you weren't going to be there.
We couldn't.
We're not giving you shit for not being there. We're just saying you should have just said, I can't make it.
Yeah, it's not like we did the movie premieres are at like from 6:30 a.m. to 10:30 a.m. Monday through Friday. That would be a different story. Saturday night for you is pretty much a night off.
He was in Philly for Easter, is what he said.
I had to go down to Philly for Easter.
No, you could have supported us.
You didn't even support yourself.
Yeah, but your kid's not even going to remember the
And help me out. He didn't even support himself, and I'm supposed to go?
We're not going to get Anthony out of that fucking
we don't have a problem with Anthony. We knew he wasn't showing up.
We know.
Unless we had the premiere at like a Hooters.
Yeah. We knew. DVD, I'll watch it in my own theater.
Anthony,
I don't go out.
Anthony, the premiere is on the corner at the end of your block. All right, I'll be there.
All right. What time?
Mustang goes by.
Can I get a copy of the movie?
We have a link.
No?
We have a link you can watch it on.
A secret link?
Yeah, we sent it to Kenny this
tweet
morning.
that shit.
No, don't do that.
Oh my God,
relax, Joe.
Yeah,
Joe's
I
like,
don't
no,
trust
what
him.
the fuck,
I don't
Joe?
trust him. A man who pisses off Ed Asner. What are you, an idiot?
What?
Don't give these guys the movie on
I
any
didn't give
level.
him anything yet.
Hey, why did you say these guys though? I would just watch it at home and be like,
you can give Anthony the link on Monday, but you can't give it to him on Friday.
I might get drunk.
Yeah, you get shit-faced.
No, I wouldn't do that.
Live from the compound!
Hey, let's just watch the movie right here. Fuck it.
Commentating on it.
Yeah.
Someone's going to put it up on the internet anyway.
You know how the internet is.
When's
Might as well do it first.
Yeah.
When's the book coming out?
Not till next year. It'll hopefully be out February or March of 2012.
Yeah, we just turned it
Takes
the first
forever.
draft.
And what's the book about? Obviously, cheating.
Well, no.
Yeah, we can't really.
We can't talk about
The
it.
whole
What
thing
the
just.
fuck are you here for?
Wow. We'll promote the
Dude,
movie.
we just gave you an hour of fucking the Golden Girls. You don't want.
I want to promote your shit, but you're too vague.
They're being mysterious.
Very mysterious.
I think it's working.
This left turn must be a hell of a left.
Well, no, we're going the exact opposite of remember the Speed 2 trailer? Where there's if we got to keep this boat at 60 knots or we all die, and then they show them running around the island. They showed you right through halfway the third act.
So obviously they didn't die. They're
so
on
the
the
joke
island.
I've been using, the way we're describing it, somewhere between our promotional, somewhere between Speed 2 and the Crying Game.
Yeah.
We'll give you a little bit of it, but then when I can't give away the twist.
Yeah, with 15 minutes, it's very hard to give a little synopsis of the movie without ruining the movie.
Yeah, people giving us shit. The trailer's too short. It's a 15-minute fucking movie.
And we can't show you shit in the trailer because then you'll we don't want you to ruin the fucking movie.
Yeah.
And all these guys who give a shit about this, once they see the movie, they'll get why you can't do it.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Fair enough.
We were going to the party. The parties are fucking great. Me and him went to the opening last week. Fucking, it was crazy. Like 3,000 people there, outdoors. Yeah, Leary was there.
Scorsese was there.
And what's her name?
Elton John.
Elton John was there.
How do you get a movie? So you make the movie and then how does it become part of the film festival?
Submit it.
You submit it and then
with 9 zillion other people.
So who got the call that we accepted your film?
This is the story. We were.
I think that's kind of cool.
We were trying to submit it to festivals, but we're 3 lughead fucking comedians. We had no idea how to do it. We're missing deadlines left and right.
But you didn't even know. I'm joining everything on the internet, all these fucking communities. I get shit email every day from Without a Box Festival.
But did you guys even know how to make a movie?
Well, we've
all fooled around with a video camera, but did you know about lighting and all that shit?
Joe went to school for that shit.
Yeah.
Did you really, Joe?
I went to school I went for video production, and I wanted to be a director. And
all of us.
Yeah, I don't know.
That was the easy way through college.
I knew how to nonlinear edit from school, and I knew how to work a camera. Lighting and stuff wasn't great, but that's a DP's job usually. So
Joe put together a good crew, though.
So you hired some good people that knew that shit.
Yeah,
Joe did a fucking crazy job directing this. Really,
Thank you.
When I watched it, I was like, oh shit. Like,
yeah, this actually looks like a movie.
Oh, it looks real.
Really?
Yeah, I thought it was going to look like a YouTube video, but when I watched it, I was like, oh shit, there's a lot of responsibility that's going to come from this.
The first time I watched it, I literally had my thumb on the stop button. I was like, the first time I get douche chills, I'm shutting this off. And then I was just like, fuck, this actually looks halfway decent.
Everybody watches the movie like this, ready? At the end of it, they're like, that was really good. Like,
that's like a surprise. Like, wow, you guys didn't suck.
Hey, what happened there?
Yeah.
No,
it was good.
This guy, Andres Carew, who was our DP, really made it look beautiful and also hired a great sound man, because that sound is so important, man. You know, you gotta have a guy that knows how to mic everything properly and have the backup. You
gotta pick up the words, Joe.
Oh, Bill, you gotta get the words of the meat.
It's gotta sound the same, you know. But you don't want the sound sounding different every levels all fucked up.
One of Joe's chicks just playing some fucking ragtime piano underneath it.
Ragtime.
So do.
Sounds like a speakeasy.
I just think it's a great story because I've known you guys for a while. I didn't know you as a filmmaker, and now all of a sudden you're in this fucking film festival, and there's a buzz on this thing.
Here's what it was our first time out of the gate doing any of this stuff. So obviously we're extremely honored and flattered to be part of this festival. So, but you know. Because it was
a
our
fucking Oscar, all right? We're extremely honored. I'd like to thank God.
I was waiting for some sort of evil to enter into this.
Let's not forget Haiti.
Imagine they're up for a short film fucking Oscar.
My God.
We'll never have you guys back.
No, it'll be over.
I just got nominated for an Emmy. For consideration. No, Louis,
but you got to pay for that, right?
I don't. FX is, and
yeah, you know, to win.
They sent me an email with for consideration for the Louis show, the episode of. They sent me. I called the lady. I go, are you fucking with me? But it wasn't. She didn't get that. I thought it was somebody really fucking with me.
Right.
But she was like, no, sir.
Which episode?
The Mother episode.
Yeah,
I found
that was
out
a good episode.
Yeah.
Oh, that was a good one.
Yeah, do you know you have there's a submission fee.
Really?
One time I had a some stand-up thing. And they go, do you want it to be, maybe, I don't know if this was Emmys, do you want it to be considered for a such-and-such award? It's like, who doesn't want to win a fucking award? I'm like, absolutely. They go, okay, it's a $600 submission fee just so they'll watch it. I'm like, isn't that job? They're supposed to be watching
Yeah,
TV.
what the fuck?
Fuck you.
But I went up
so I paid it.
How much do I
Of course I did.
How much do I pay to win, motherfucker?
I talked to Louis, though. I was like, hey, thanks for that. He was like, yeah. I mean, it's not going to happen, but you'll see your name.
Oh, shit.
Your name will be my name will be with all the other names that, you know, are going to be.
It's not going to happen. Yeah, just relax.
No, they're not going to have fucking bald, fat me. I know you guys don't know me, but thank you, Mom. It's not going to happen.
It's all bought and sold, Bob. It's a filthy business.
Filthy.
It's goddamn
Follow
town.
the money. Follow the money.
Bobby was fucking hilarious last night. We were at one of those parties for the festival. And it was just all the people trying to meet someone important, so there was nobody there who seemed like we could do anything.
That was important.
Oh, there probably was. We just had no idea how to meet. We were classic comedians. We just ended up sitting by ourselves in the corner,
goofing on everybody.
Just trashing each other, right? So at one point there was these two gay guys, in their 50s or something, wearing tight flannel shirts, and that song "Raspberry Beret" came on. And one of the guys was just starting to go all out dancing. I just look over at Bob. I go, dude, I'll give you $100 if you go over and start dancing with that guy. And Bob's eyebrows go through the ceiling. $100? And then he starts walking over, and I immediately know I'm going to lose $100. So my only desperation to try to get it back is it's got to be the whole song. Bob goes over there with such positive energy. The guy immediately starts dancing. He made the guy's night. I still got it. And
oh man.
And his boyfriend got jealous. Made this candy face.
He was mad.
His boyfriend was pissed. Shit.
I got to tell you, it was fucking. I laughed my fucking ass. It was almost worth. It was like a good $70 laugh.
$70 laugh. So it still hurt. The extra $20.
After 8 seconds of dancing, I just reached for my wallet. I was like, you motherfucker.
I walked over. He was counting out the 20s. I grabbed him and walked out the fucking door.
But you got to know he would do shit like that, right?
No, I didn't. I thought he would draw the line at a festival that we were in. Not to do something like that. I think it was enough.
That's still Bobby.
And he enjoyed it. That's what killed me. I wanted a level of awkwardness.
He was a good dancer.
Bob,
he was a good dancer.
Dude, that guy loved you.
He was mimicking every dumb move I made. He was trying to do the eyes and the hands, and he would try to do it. He had a drink in one end. He was drunk.
He was so old, Bob was a hottie. He was flattered.
Yeah.
His little
it was like one of those equations we were throwing at you earlier.
Right, yeah.
Old guy with money or chunky young fella?
Bob was a chippy.
I'm a fetish.
Yeah. What was it like when they show it in the theater? Is it on film? Do they have some kind of video shit? What the fuck is it on?
No, it's on an iPhone. Everybody gets an iPhone.
Is that it? And everybody just watches it that way in the same room.
Fucking
it's like being in a museum.
No, really, it's on film.
It's a film festival.
Well, it's not. We didn't shoot on film.
We shot on video.
We shot in HD, and the projection is HD cam. It's HD transfer.
Well, that's exactly what I was asking. More of a
so
technical
just giving
question.
you jokes because me and Bob couldn't answer that technical question.
Oh, is that it?
Hey, what are you, a fucking moron? It's on a thing.
Hey, yeah, so of course it's on film. Meanwhile, it's not on film.
Can the average person festival?
90% of the short. We were in a thing with 7 other shorts. 90% of them were shot on HD.
Can you tell though?
And all that stuff.
Can you tell it's not film?
Not really.
These days, it's really cool.
In fact, the movie before us, they shot on film, and I thought it was video. And then the kid was saying, "Yeah, we shot it." We shot on film, and everybody was going, dude, you're one of the guys keeping it real, you know?
Keeping it real, man.
But I couldn't tell.
Now you got to be really honest. So there was 7 of them?
Yeah.
Short films? Where does yours fall?
This is funny. When it started out, we were last. We went 8th out of 8. And when it started out, the first, 3 or 4 were so insanely shot. They looked like IFC films, camera going in and out of focus, all these metaphoric shots. It's all fucking heavy. They had actors in them that I recognized. I was like, oh, Jesus Christ.
I've seen that motherfucker.
Did you ever see Copland?
Right?
Yeah.
See Copland? Remember the paramedic guy when they make it look like Michael Rappaport kills himself and he throws the gun? Get the fuck out of here! That guy. He's in the first movie. I was like, oh, Jesus Christ. The dad from License to Drive was in the 3rd movie. I'm like, fucking hey, they got the real actors.
Joe. Did one of them have special effects?
Yeah, one of them, the 5th movie, had real special effects in it that literally looked like Michael Bay.
This is why I didn't go. There's no fucking way I was going to go down there and be like, oh, Jesus, we are hacks.
And they were all super dramatic, slices of life, fucking and I'm just sitting there we're fucked, man. Nobody's going to want to see our horse shit. Nobody is going to want to see
shot
it.
Was done with roller skates.
Yeah, we need a dolly shot. Get a skateboard.
Get that Puerto Rican in the park. Get him over here.
And then, it just started to lighten up, man. They hit, the 6th movie. And it was this thing about a guy's grandfather, and it was funny and charming, and people started laughing, and I was like, all right. And then the next movie was a flat-out comedy, and that got a lot of laughs. So now I'm nervous, fuck, I hope we get as much laughs as these guys got, you know? And then it came on, and it did great, and it killed. So I really felt like, I'm not going to sit here and go, we were the best. I don't think that. I just think that it held its ground for what it was, and I felt like it was unique for what it was. You know what I mean?
Well, it's hard to judge because you made it. So it's hard to say, oh, it was the best one out of the lot, you know.
Well,
yeah, or the worst.
Or the worst, right? Right.
He's saying that because he doesn't want, if people are listening that are in the festival, he doesn't want to be, hey, our movie's the best.
Yeah,
movie.
ours the
but I'll
best.
Say it. Ours was the best.
Yeah.
I'll say it.
You weren't there.
You weren't there.
I know, that's why I can say it.
You can say it. Did you edit it or
I co-edited it with the DP, yeah.
Did you were you going, yeah, motherfucker, man, come on, leave that in, dick.
Well, I had all final decision about shit like that, but he was the only one from the production that came with me to the premiere, and it was we were both laughing with relief when it started getting laughs in the theater.
Oh, cool.
And afterward, we were both, we both admitted to each other, I didn't know if this fucking thing was funny or not, man. Because you sit there editing it, and you're like, I don't know, I guess it's funny.
I've seen it too many times.
Yeah, so I remember
this sucks.
Brian Regan told me that about, did you ever see his DVD, I Walked on the Moon, the one he shot at the Improv? That's literally probably the funniest hour of stand-up I've ever seen in my life. Just gutturally the whole time. And when I met him, I go, Brian, that is one of the funniest hours. And he goes, I couldn't even look at that thing anymore. I didn't even know if it was funny by the time we were done cutting. I was like, you didn't know it was fun. Now I understand.
Yeah,
you have no idea.
I have no idea what this is. It's such a big pile of shit.
Yeah. So,
I don't know. It sucks.
So it was cool, man. And the festival reps that we've been dealing with that have been our points have been really enthusiastic about the movie. they like our sense of humor.
And like Opie was asking, how'd you know that you were in? They give you a little call and you go bullshit and.
What happened was we were failing miserably at submitting the film. This is what would happen. Bill would come over to the apartment and go, "Yeah, we should submit to Sundance, like we've been saying." I go, "Yeah, you're right. We got to get on that. All right, I'm going to go in the bathroom. You check it." He'd go to the bathroom, and then he'd hear me go, "Fuck! We missed the fucking deadline."
Yeah. Did that happen? Like, we were always like...
Every festival?
the Yukon Northwest Territories has a film festival. Well, let's submit to that, dude. We'll start at the North Pole and work our way down, trying to spin it positive. Shit!
But now
fucking deadlines
all
at
the
3.
festivals are waiving the submission fee. They want us in it, so now it's a lot easier. You know, they just they get in touch with
I guess once you do Tribeca. So who calls? Does someone call you?
Tribeca is one of the biggest ones. So obviously you got it in time.
Yeah, no, we're still honestly dumbfounded that we were all sitting there last night. Can you fucking believe we're in this thing?
How'd that happen?
Yeah.
Bobby,
go dance with a gay guy. That's a good career move. Here we go. Dude, that was hilarious.
Bobby and I have been working for management. We've been working with Leary's company, Apostle, and they called us once. This guy Jim Serpico over there. Yeah, you know Jim, right? Yeah. Jim called us and goes, "Do you guys want help submitting the film?" We're like, "Fuck yes, please. We don't know what we're doing." So they started sending it everywhere, and he called us one day, and he goes, "Do you guys want to submit to Tribeca?" And we're like, "Yeah, absolutely." And he goes, "Today's the last day. We got to get it in, so we'll do it." And he sent it in, and then we just kind of forgot about it. We weren't, because we didn't even think like it. And then he kept calling us every few weeks. They really like it, man. They really like it.
Yeah, and the thing is, they got like 3 women over there who once they select all the ones they can look at, each one of them watches 600 short films.
Jesus Christ.
And picks their top 20. And then they look at the other two's top 20, and then they decide from that. Yeah, dude, it's like March Madness to like the 9 millionth power.
Yeah, no shit.
Yeah, so we were pretty like, all right, well, what are the odds of this?
Yeah, right?
Yeah, we're just trying, just kind of put it out of our head, not getting too excited. And then one day I was in my apartment, it was fucking snowing, miserable, like middle of February.
He's painting a picture.
Yeah, yeah.
Phone rings. I'm just in the apartment, depressed. The phone rings. Right, jerk it off to gilf porn.
You have some lady baking bread in your kitchen,
churning butter, arthritic hands,
knitting you a scarf.
Gladys, quit hacking. I got a call.
I made you an Afghan, Joseph.
Yeah, and the phone rings and
literally, it's old.
And yeah, I don't know. I didn't recognize the number. I pick up, and this lady says, my name is. This lady says, my name's Sharon. I work for the Tribeca Film Festival. I go, hey, Sharon, how you doing? And she goes, well, like that. And there was like this 1 second pause, and literally in that second, I'm like playing out the million different letdowns she's about to give me.
Right.
Thank you for submitting, but and she just goes, I'm calling to make your snowy day a little better. We'd love to invite you to the Tribeca. And I was like, holy shit.
I don't accept.
Yeah.
What's in it for me? Tootsie.
Yeah. Listen, broad.
Yeah. And then she goes, we'd like you to, if you don't have to do this, but we would really like you to world premiere your film here with us. And it's like, what do you say? You go, of course, yeah. Absolutely, I'll do it.
I didn't realize how big it was, though, until we went to the first night. I thought it was just a little festival.
You've never heard of the Tribeca Film Festival?
I didn't say that. I didn't know how. I didn't know how. I didn't think it was as.
I didn't know it's going to be big.
Huge as it is.
It is.
I mean, all the.
Dinero's involved.
Crazy.
That's all you need to know.
And I didn't know how they started it. They started it for September 11th to get people back down into Tribeca.
Is that how it started?
Yeah.
I never heard that story.
They wanted people to back into.
I know. Everybody.
Yeah, you don't remember. You don't remember that whole thing.
Everybody knows why they started the fest.
City, Bob.
Yeah,
it was like, and the whole thing was, yes.
I didn't know that.
When it first was pumped out, it was like,
dude,
it was huge because it was like, wow, we're bringing people back.
Something happened 10 years ago, evidently.
What
was that date in September?
Bobby had some info that none of us knew.
It's called September 11th.
Oh, okay.
I was a little shocked. I wasn't keeping up on the fucking arts and leisure section.
Bobby thought they started it after the first World Trade Center attack.
Those good.
Commemorating sooty mouths.
I got to agree with you, though, dude. I didn't quite grasp the weight of it
Now you're going to
until...
agree with me? Go fuck yourself.
Even though it's called an Academy Award, they actually have a nickname for it called an Oscar. The first time this was used, evidently, was in the 1930s.
It got its name because back in 1946, Bogey shoved one of these up Greta Garbo's asshole, and she shit, and that was called having an Oscar.
Oh, Bobby. We didn't know.
I didn't think it was as big as it is. Like, it's fucking, like these parties you go to, like the first one we went to was fucking incredible. And I'm white trash, dude. I shouldn't be there. We're behind this section, free food, free drinks, and I'm trying to tip the. I keep trying to tip the guy. I'm the guy that tips the toll guy because I feel bad. Hey,
you're trying to grease the waiter, thinking he's gonna get you to see a producer or something.
I just felt like a piece of shit, like I shouldn't be here. Just trying. And then a couple sat down. They've been going to the festival ever since it started. They're like total artsy Tribeca New Yorkers, and they sit down with me and Joe, and I'm just trying to keep my mouth shut so I don't fucking ruin
fuck anything up.
Yeah.
Did you talk to any important people?
I was at a luncheon yesterday, and De Niro was there, and I just couldn't walk up to the guy. People were walking up to him, and I was like, I can't.
Yeah, that's a bad guy to walk up to.
He was texting us.
Like why?
But trying to figure out what to do.
No, he's just going. He's 20 feet away.
I was telling Bill.
Hold on. What would you say to Bobby?
That's exactly why I didn't walk up to him.
But no, I told him what he should have said. He should have been going, "Come here, you."
Yeah.
Come here, you.
Come here, you.
No, you.
Oh, you're literally you're literally sitting there looking at him, watching his hair morph in your head to all his famous characters. Yeah. You're like Travis Bickle, Raging Bull, Jimmy from the Goodfellas, and you're like, Jesus Christ, I can't fucking walk up to the guy.
Did you almost?
No, I just, because here's what happened, man. We're at this luncheon.
What were you thinking you would say to him? I know there's something in your head.
I literally was going to just try to go, Mr. De Niro, thank you for having us at your festival. I really appreciate it.
See, that would have been perfect.
That would have been good.
That would have been perfect.
All those movie lines, he would fucking roll his eyes.
No, that is because it's like, it's you being appreciative of the festival that he came up with, and you're involved in it, so you were thanking him, and then that's it.
There were so many people walking up to him. I was saying to Bill earlier.
Just be another dick. In the shower. Yeah. Just starts banging, Jimmy! You know how uncomfortable he'd be?
I told Bill.
Walk away, have this guy removed.
I told Bill if we see him again, I want Bill to walk me up to him like when Paulie walks young Ray Liotta up to him at Goodfellas and go, what do you say? Thank you.
Thank you.
Keeps coming.
This is the kid Joe.
Don't ever rat on your friends.
Yeah, but I don't know, man. There were so many people walking up to him, and I'm just like, you know what?
That's pretty cool.
Let me just have the
I think you
moment
can
of
tell
saying
when somebody once doesn't mind if you approach. And then when I'm not going to name the name, but I'm never doing it again. I was at some Christmas party, and there was somebody who I really liked. And, dude, he was standing behind like 40 tables with like 9 people around him. And I remember being drunk, trying to walk over to him, like thinking in my head, like, Jesus, is it ever more difficult to get to somebody? Not realizing in my head that there's a reason.
That was on purpose.
Yeah, and then I got over there and I reached out the music was way too loud. I reached out my hand to shake his hand, and he thought I was trying to tell him to get out of the way. So he sort of backed up and put his hands up like that. And I was like, no, I really was a big fan of your show. And he just looked at me the second he thought I was trying to get by him, I was like, I wish I never came over here. I should have just.
This is douchey.
Why won't you tell us who it is?
Yeah,
It was Gary Shandling.
No.
Was it really?
Yeah, and I fucking loved the Larry Sanders Show, and I just had to tell him, and I just could not read the situation. Dude, he was behind, like...
He looks like such an unapproachable guy, too. Just regular.
Yeah.
Even when he's doing a friendly interview, he looks like he doesn't want to be there.
It was so bad. I was having a great time at the party. It was so bad, I wanted to leave.
You walked away, was it really... Yeah, it was bad, huh?
I just thought he and all his crew were staring at the back of my head going, who the fuck was... What the...
How
the fuck do you not know? I'm all the way over here. What do you got to do? And not only that, it was sort of like a private part, like this thing. It was private, so... douchebags like me weren't supposed to be there, but just in case they were, he was already standing in the corner, and I still crawled over.
That shit happened to me with fucking Leary. Dennis Leary up in Boston.
Really?
Yeah.
Years ago, yeah.
Years ago, we were up in a bar. We were doing some
classic.
fucking gig or something up there.
It was part of Comics Come Home when it was really hot.
Comics Come Home.
When they were filming it every year.
And we were upstairs at the VIP section, and the show The Job had just come out, and my buddy Adam was in it. You know, so I talked to Adam, and he's like, "Yeah, when Dennis comes up later, I'll introduce you." I'm like, "Oh, that's cool." So I go to the bar to get a drink, and Dennis Leary walks right next to me to get a drink or whatever the fuck he's getting, and I'm like, fuck waiting for Adam. The guy's right next to me. I'll introduce myself.
Yeah, fuck having the smooth intro.
Right.
I'll just walk in like this.
I was like, Dennis, Anthony from the Opie and Anthony show. I'm friends with Adam Ferrari. Does The Job with you. Pleasure to meet you and stuff. He didn't look at me. He put his hand up. He goes, yeah, thanks. Could I have a? And then the bartender, he just, and then I had to skulk away, and everybody was looking
because we all watched this go down, and he has to now walk back to all of us, and we're just like,
and it was so embarrassing that when I turned around, they didn't even all start laughing. When I turned around, they all looked away and looked down like they weren't watching. It was that bad. Like, I actually got a little sympathy from these motherfuckers until, I walked over and then they started laughing at me.
Beat them up.
But I was just like, motherfuckers. So then we finally got Dennis booked on the show. And I'm like, good, I'm going to lay into him and ask him what the fuck is his problem and everything. So I laid out the whole situation. And he goes, well, what do you want me to tell you? I'm a fucking asshole. And it's like, don't diffuse the situation like that. Now I have nothing. Nothing.
Yeah, that's all you got to do. You just agree with it.
Yeah, I'm a fucking asshole. Great. Yeah, I treat people like shit. Fuck you.
The hardest?
Great, thanks.
I got douched so hard one time when I was in college, okay? Chris Isaak had this album called Forever Blue, and the whole album documents...
story just...
Chris Isaak.
The whole...
Chris,
I get shit on. I get shit on. Don't worry.
Chris Isaak.
He had this album called Forever Blue, and
you knew all the songs on it.
Was
I
the
loved
CD
it.
blue?
What was this?
Yeah, it was.
Oh wow,
Forever.
What was the song that was the hit?
Baby did a bad thing, and somebody's. So anyway, listen.
No. What was it about, like Chris Isaak's music that just really you connected with?
The whole album documented this breakup.
This one?
Yeah, this is a great tune. This is from Eyes Wide Shut. Baby did a bad thing. It's a good tune.
I remember this.
You like this song? It's all right.
Oh, it's George Thorogood.
Very bad.
Maybe it's good. I don't know.
What? The story's more about how he dissed me, not about the music. But I feel like we're going to keep getting smashed if I pursue.
I definitely want to hear it.
Joe, tell the story.
I want to hear it.
Wait, the vocals on this isn't bad. I want to beat them up, but
it's a fucking good tune.
All right, I'll check it out later on iTunes.
Well, we used to listen to this album in college.
What do we give? Thought we were going to hear that. The whiny Chris Isaak.
We used to get drunk. And we'd come home from the bar and listen to this album, and we would be like, oh, it's so fucking great. It's such an amazing album, blah, 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 right? So I did this show with Dave Chappelle out in Boston, and I'm standing out in front of the hotel with Dave Chappelle smoking cigarettes, and this was the peak of the fucking Chappelle show We're outside, literally a tour bus screeches to a halt in front of us, and Chappelle goes, uh-oh, who's this? Guy gets off the bus, he goes, Dave, Chris Isaak's on the bus, he's a big fan, can he come say hi? Dave's like, yeah, man, I like Chris Isaak, Guy walks back on the bus. I turn to Dave in the 30 seconds I have. I go, dude, Chris Isaak's got this album called Forever Blue. It changed my life. I love it so much. Oh, my God. Dave goes, I'll introduce you. Chris Isaak comes off the bus. He's talking to Dave. He's fucking wide-eyed. He's so locked into Dave. Dave, I love you. You're hilarious. Dave goes, thanks, man, thanks. Listen, man, this is my opener, Joe DeRosa. Chris Isaak turns to me. I go, Chris, your album Forever Blue is so brilliant. It changed my life. He goes, yeah, thanks. Listen, Dave, and just literally 6 years I invested in this fucking album and just was like, yeah, kid.
I would bet a lot of money Dave Chappelle couldn't name one of his songs.
Not that I know.
No.
Chappelle kept going.
You were the real fan.
Chappelle kept going, I like your show on Showtime. That's what he kept talking about was his TV show. I was like, boy. Just such a smack in the face.
Yeah. That's
that story.
Why did the album change your life?
Because the
Does
whole
ever have a song change your life, Ed?
No.
A fucking cartoon could have changed his life.
Why did it change your life, Joe?
The whole album documents a breakup from start. It starts with that song, and it just documents all the emotions of getting shit on and dropped by a chick that you're in love with. And it's just it's a brilliant concept album. There you go. Ahead.
I'm not doing anything. I'm listening to you. What's wrong with you?
Finger on the button, like it's the nuke button.
What?
Just
Okay, faggot, what's next?
But continue. I'm sorry, Joe.
So, yeah, whole breakup, beginning to end. And
you see what it is, guys.
Did you feel it was talking to you, man?
When I feel...
I like when a song talks.
He sounds like a 14-year-old. It changed my life.
Yeah, I'm trying to...
Anthony's just, come on
to get him
come
back.
on in here.
What it is, guys,
Wake up, change your life.
when I feel a man's penis go from soft to hard in my mouth.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa.
This album is the perfect accompaniment.
Playing in the background.
Yes. When I feel a man shoot his greasy load into my rectum trap.
So a girl fucking broke your heart, and this is what got you through it, a Chris Isaacs
No, as
album?
usual, I just live theoretically through movies and music, as Bobby makes fun of me for, and I just thought it was a great album. I was like, this is what it would be like.
He doesn't have life experiences,
Anytime
really?
Joe calls me up, I'll give him experience. I'll give him pep talks from my life.
Yeah.
Things I've lived through, experiences, people, places, things that I've to say. You call him up for advice. Dude, it's like in Pulp Fiction. You know, when fucking Marcel, what the fuck did you just tell
No, he does
me?
that. This is the Goodfellas situation where he doesn't have any, like, real life...
No, it's all from
real life
experiences. All from TV and movies.
This is like that Golden Girls episode where Blair says to Tootie or whatever the fuck.
Oh, that's facts of life, for Christ's sakes, Bill.
Oh, he has
He's
a
the
Golden
cable
Girls
guy.
wallet.
Joe's the cable guy.
Yeah.
That's how much he's into
Golden
fucking
Girls.
I
old.
love the Golden Girls. I think it's hilarious.
It was funny.
Chris Isaac, Golden Girls, flannels. What else you like?
You have a Golden Girls wallet?
Yeah.
Oh, you do? Look at that.
I bought this in a
Collector's
store.
item.
I walked out. I bought this in a store. I walked out with my buddy. I go, "What was the name of that store?" That was the gayest fucking store I was ever in my life. And he goes, "I don't know. I didn't see the name of it." I looked at my credit card statement. It was called Rainbows and Triangles. That's the name of the store.
Pretty gay. What do you jerk off to those pictures?
Take it easy.
No, because you like the old broads.
He does.
yeah,
no,
old
he,
broads
when he sets that thing down in the bar, some old bag knows she has a chance.
That's right.
That's porno to you,
you're
right?
into the Golden Girls?
That wallet talking to you, sweetheart.
Joe goes down there with his bomber jacket on.
Yeah.
What old celebrity?
Flying Tigers emblem on the
He
back.
has $5 bills, the big old ones from the Titanic.
Come on, let's go make out in Times Square.
Joe,
The war is over.
Name some old broad celebrities that you think are hot.
Helen Mirren's top of the list.
Oh yeah. You see the mirror picture yet?
Who the fuck is that?
I've seen her naked in like she did a thing in like Vanity Fair.
Someone
recently
send
or
me the
something.
picture again, please. We've been tweeting this off and on the last couple weeks. I'll show it to you. Somebody will send it.
Helen Mirren's right up there. Susan Sarandon. I'm a big fan.
I'll tell you a good one. Who's the girl that did the lap dance in The Wrestler?
Marissa Tomei.
Yeah,
she's not old. She's like 40.
Yeah.
Dude, 40 used to be fucking old.
She's only like 40, maybe 45.
Dude, in the 70s, in the 70s, you were fucking old. I'll give you a classic
You were
example.
done. Is that her right
How quick Lucille Ball got old.
Oh,
she didn't
wow.
look half bad in the Lucy show, and then that Mr. Mooney. She comes in with a camel unfiltered voice.
Mr. Mooney.
I saw Marissa
Face all creased
Tomei.
up.
I saw Marissa Tomei in a restaurant like 2 weeks ago. She is fucking beautiful.
Oh yeah,
she's still beautiful.
Yeah, but what I'm saying though is that, like, you know, there weren't 40-year-old pinups when I was growing up, Joe. Way back in the 70s.
It had to be Barbie Benton.
But Joe's in another.
Actually,
shit.
back in the day, the pinups were older broads.
They weren't.
What do you mean?
What are you talking about?
All the fucking sexy
Like
broads.
who?
If you look at TV back in the day, it was all older broads.
No, everyone
didn't
just
have,
looked
like,
old
young-
back
Yeah,
then.
Farrah
You're kinda
Fawcett,
right.
Charlie's
They were
Angels,
all in their
Jamie
30s,
Summers.
40s.
No, they weren't.
I think you're right. Yeah.
they were all
Daisy
in their 30s
Duke.
and 40s. They had no 18-year-old fucking movie stars.
No, they were in
all-
their 20s.
No,
They were in their
no,
20s. They
no,
just
no,
looked like
no.
shit.
They were in their 20s, but I think it was like late 20s, early 30s.
Farrah Fawcett was
I'm
the
talking,
number one.
I'm talking before that.
I think
I'm not
Farrah was-
talking
I
in
think
the
Farrah was
70s.
in her
I'm talking
30s.
Way back in the day. It was
Farrah
all
was in
old.
her
Marilyn
30s.
Monroe, yeah, she was like 56.
She was like 30-something.
No, dude, Betty
No, at
Page.
the end of her life, she was.
Betty Page is the first pinup girl. She was like 23 or some shit.
Yeah.
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 You know, Bob, I love you to death, but you're way off. You're way off the mark
I think
here.
Anthony agrees with me.
No, I think he's right because a lot of these like Raquel Welch and stuff.
A lot of the bitches back in the day were the Heavy was big too. They were rounder. They weren't the fucking.
That's true. Yeah, but they were in their 20s.
All right, now go ahead, move on. I got something true. Go ahead.
I don't know if they're
I want to hear about the old broads Joe likes that we know.
Susan Sarandon. Goldie Hawn passed the thing, but Goldie Hawn had a minute there in the late 90s where she was like right on the money, but she's passed it out. Dude, Raquel Welch is still fucking banging.
She is. The commercial she does.
Still banging.
You know, like, but they do everything they can for those commercials.
That's fine.
Like she's going, with a Foster Grant commercial.
Yeah.
And it's like, if you take those clothes off, you know what that's going to look like?
Yeah, I know. What's
grumpy old men.
Oh, Joe knows.
The two broads and grumpy old men.
Joe knows. The smell of Ben Gay turns him on.
The old broads.
Grumpy old men.
Oh, dude, Anne Margaret.
And the other one.
Sophia Loren.
All I think about is what that shit must look like naked. I don't care what the fuck they look like with all their makeup on and their clothes and their hair and everything. You know what? Once they're standing there nude at the bed, ready to crawl in.
And the bottom of their ass. You know when the old ladies, the bottom of their ass falls out when they get old?
God, it's just elephant butt.
Yeah. It's not an ass you want to fucking look at.
I realized
elephant butt.
Once they shut off the movie floodlights that she's got Anthony eyes. But,
Hey, it's the sunburn. I'm swollen, I swear.
All right, here we go.
You got Shemp eyes right now.
I am so swollen under my eyes. I really do. So bad.
Come on, put them up.
It really is bad. I looked in the mirror, I'm like, I'm so puffy under the eyes. It's terrible.
Who's that?
Helen Mirren.
Now? Or back in the day?
That's back in the day.
That's fucking. That's all photoshopped.
That's back in the day, though.
What do you mean back in the day?
Look at her
She's been around forever. She's old there. She's in front of a mirror with her fucking big fucking boobs almost out of her fucking dress.
Oh, she's just smoking.
Yes, smoking.
You know who's held herself together is the original blonde on is it Suzanne Summers?
That's another one way up my list.
Susan, how about Sally Field?
She's a wreck. Sally Field, I'd still bang.
Even though she has fucking bone disease.
She's a wreck. She has a flat ass.
Last time I saw Suzanne Summers, she was on the Arsenio Hall show.
Oh, okay. See,
okay.
I saw her on the commercial for some fucking new thing she's selling, and it's like she went to Smile, and you could tell they must have fucking just injected her with all kinds of collagen and
Kathy Lee Gifford
from her ass.
Still bang Kathy Lee.
Kathy Lee
Gifford.
Wow, you like old bags.
What about Jane Fonda?
Just old bags.
Fonda's looking a little too old now.
What if she promised to tell you some showbiz stories?
Yeah, some Ted Turner fucking stories.
What about Barbara Eden?
Barbara Eden, I don't know what she looks like. What does she look like now?
Now
She
it's
looks
over.
good.
Now she doesn't.
She's got to be a
Shaped
wreck.
like Barney Rubble.
What about Zsa Zsa Gabor?
No.
Yeah.
No, she's like grandma-ish.
Betty White.
Can't be Graham. No.
What about Phyllis Diller?
Florence Henderson.
Phyllis Diller.
Phyllis Diller.
Yeah, once they wear boas and have those fucking Hunter S. Thompson cigarette holders, no, I'm not doing it.
Yeah, what the
Barbara
feather
Eaton.
hat?
Did you spell it Barbara Eaton?
Yeah, he did. Eaton. Way to go, Bobby. Hey, you got us there, though.
Yeah, wow, that's a picture from 1965.
Bobby, type the year. Type Barbara Eden. You don't know how to spell it, do you? So you had to type I Dream of Jeannie.
I know I've talked about this before, but that show was the most sexually frustrating show you could ever watch as a kid.
Yeah.
I remember I didn't even know, because it's pre-internet and all that shit. I didn't really even quite know what sex was when I first saw it, but I knew it was like, why isn't he just hugging her?
Yeah.
Putting his hand,
touching her.
hugging her. Oh, master, what do you want me to do? Fucking
What do you think?
show me your boobs.
Right.
Even as a kid, you knew that.
Yeah, you knew you needed to
Like,
touch.
he should have been doing something.
Oh, and he kept, Jeannie, get off of me. I have business to attend to.
What was the Dice thing where he talked about how he was mad that I Dream of Jeannie was back to back with like that girl or whatever? Pissed me off because you jerk off to Jeannie. You didn't have time to rejuvenate.
That's a great.
Oh, that's her now?
Nah, that's too old.
She's got like cheek implants or something
man,
on her.
going
You know, I'd still take a run at Mary Tyler Moore.
Oh, my God, you're out of your mind.
Gross.
She looks
I
like
am
a praying
stunned
mantis.
by you.
She's fucking
Now
gross.
you've
I am
lost us.
stunned.
She's
her
horrible.
I never had you.
She's
got so many ligaments now.
Her eyebrows.
Maybe
fell
I'm wrong.
off.
I don't know. The last I saw.
She's terrible.
All right,
Meanwhile,
maybe
I
I'm
sit
wrong.
here and think of bending over Dakota Fanning.
Oh, Jesus, Aunt.
She's legal.
Christ. Is she legal now?
Yeah,
I think so.
Did you see the Runaways? Holy shit.
What's wrong with that?
Well, was there a grandma in there you really liked?
Yeah, let's go the other way now. Anthony, how young would you go? You're not going to get caught.
If there were no, because I've heard this question 1,000 times, and I've heard such dishonest answers.
This is such a great fucking beginning to
I've
the
heard
answer.
so
If
many,
there was no laws.
Because I've heard this question, I've heard so many dishonest answers. If there were no laws, no repercussions, you're not fucking anyone up mentally, that right after it's done, the fucking Men in Black thing flashes and everyone forgets everything that happened, probably 9.
9?
I'm kidding.
Oh, Jesus.
Look at your face.
Everyone pushed back from the microphones.
Bill looked at me with utter disgust.
Everyone just pushed back.
No, I've seen hot-ass 15-year-olds. Yeah.
I can't wait. I can't wait till I'm sitting on the other side of the glass having that Boogie Nights conversation with you. They're so small.
You should have been alive in the Old West.
I'm talking, you've never seen a 15-year-old that was hot. Oh, shut the fuck up. You lying sacks of shit.
No, we haven't.
You're lying.
There's something about...
Maybe I have.
You've never driven past a fucking... when they let the school out and the girls are walking by and you just go, Jesus Christ.
You never parked outside of a school, Bob?
No.
Jerk off in the parking lot?
No. You gotta be honest with this one. Be honest.
I've done it joking with my friends in the car. I don't do it by myself.
I'm talking.
Oh my
Be
God.
honest. You've never seen a girl that was probably 15 years old that had a great ass on her, great set of tits, and looked fucking pretty. You've never seen that. I'm not talking.
You know that
she's
moment
15. I'm
you
not
look, Bobby. You look and you're like, holy shit, and then you just shut it down. That's basically what happened. Okay, I can't.
It's like when you know
see
somebody.
your dad.
Exactly.
Somebody in your family's going to die.
No, but I would say 16 or older.
Oh, 1 year makes a big difference.
15 is creepy.
No, 15's creepy because of the shit that I took out. You take out all that morality, you take out the law, you take out fucking anyone up mentally, and you're saying that 16. You just said 16 because it's a little more acceptable.
Everybody has a line.
Yeah, that's relaxed. You guys are on the same page, more or less.
I'm just saying these full of shit that they've never seen.
All Bill is saying
that were hot.
he wants them to at least be in high school, not junior high.
No.
I'm just not going to admit it on the radio.
All right.
You saw all the nodding, man. Relax.
Show me.
No. I'm just saying, the 16-year-old is when a woman can actually. Some of them you could think they were 19 or 21.
Exactly.
But 15 is sort of that.
Nah, you can still see that. And there's some 17-year-olds that look like they're fucking 12.
It's 16 and pregnant, not 15 and
I'm
pregnant.
talking about exceptions here. Anthony.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Here I am extending
but
an
you can't say that there aren't any
fucking Christ.
that you've never.
Show me a fucking picture. That's all
right,
I'm going to.
I'm going to.
Show me a picture. I want to see what you're talking about.
Bobby, you're over there. You go to this site.
Dude, the FBI is going to be breaking down this door in a half a second.
Is Aunt pissed because these guys wouldn't fuck a 15-year-old?
Jesus.
I'm just saying.
Don't go there.
I'm not saying anything. What's that? Let me say.
AnthonyCumia.com.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
I think this is safe.
Live.
Yeah,
I think.
Must be.
Yeah, but those are just going to be girls of age that look like they're 15.
I don't know. We'll see.
I don't even want to see this site.
It's disgusting to you. We understand.
No, it's
why
not.
We go to fucking...
this might blow up your movie career, Joe.
I didn't say it was disgusting.
Turkey neck.
Giblets badge.
All right, look, it's safe.
Now, what do you do
they're
here?
wearing clothes.
Except for the
and
right
shit.
side of the screen is a little rough with the advertising, but
Just hit continue. We don't care about viruses. It's
fuck
not
the
my
warnings.
computer.
What are you, a pussy? Fuck the warnings.
What's the warning say?
Click yes. Let's go.
I hit it. It's not going.
Uh-oh.
Bobby's going to be crying in jail. I had a hit film at a festival. Everything was turning around.
I hit one fucking button on the computer,
Tell me, Bobby.
Dude.
Come on.
Dude.
Oh, boy, the site might be
Yeah, you better
dangerous.
get off this site, dude. You got all kinds of pop-ups. Where's Dan? Danny usually wrestles somebody to the ground when they try to go to these sites.
He
in here.
will.
Just go fucking...
Remember that day
boy, what is that
Patrice was
doing?
screaming at him?
That ain't working.
No, go to the other thing and just scroll.
Continue. There we go.
Scroll.
Oh, that ain't gonna work.
I'm trying to scroll.
Look at Bobby. Bobby is in the zone. Look at his...
He really is.
Tense.
Just fucking hit that or something. I don't know.
Maybe
we were doing a radio show, man, and they told me to go on this site, dude.
I was doing research.
Like that.
How about
You don't like what? That it won't let you on the probably illegal site?
right. What? Close out of that. Now I'm getting nervous. How about Susan Lucci?
Oh, fuck yeah, dude.
64, I believe.
Absolutely. I'd bang every one of the chicks on Hot in Cleveland. Every fucking last, except Betty White. Not Betty White, but the other three, especially that English one that talks like she sweeps chimneys.
Obviously, this show's for you.
Yeah. Wow, you catch every episode, do you?
Wow, you got something going on, man.
Oh, man, I love those girls.
We should break because we got some fucking commercials we have to fit in.
Damn it.
So we'll figure it out. So congrats on the movie there. I think we got some of the info out. Cheatthemovie.com.
Yes, thank you very much.
Very cool. All right. Anything else we're promoting before we go to break?
I'm going to be at Portland this weekend at Parlor Live, I guess it's called.
And I'm on the Jimmy Norton tour.
I know. I'm trying to figure out if I can
what a
get up
fucking
there and
show
see you
that
guys.
is.
Yeah, it's pretty
Foxwoods this weekend, right? I think it's sold out.
Ooh.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, it's sold out.
I'll be in Cincinnati.
Kenny's trying to talk me into it, but we would leave in the middle of the night and come home in the middle of the night. I'm like, how is that fun for anyone? Like, they don't know how to go to a gig and relax and enjoy themselves. He'll pick up.
That's the perfect way to do it. You avoid the traffic.
He'll pick up Jimmy at like 1 in the morning on Friday/Saturday morning. We'll get up there, and then right after the show, we have to hit the road and come home. It sucks.
Oh, I'm leaving the second the show's over.
Are you? Yeah, but you're one of those guys that does hang if it's a cool place.
Yeah.
These guys never. Yes, Kenny.
I'm not.
Can I say two things?
Oh.
Number one, Bill, if you need anything for this weekend, let me know.
How about a ride?
Okay.
Jesus, that was easy.
Number two, I watched Cheat the movie in its entirety.
Well, that's 15 minutes. Were you able to focus for 15 minutes, Kenny?
It's terrific.
Yeah? You like it, huh?
Thank you, Kenny. What a sweetheart.
Kenny says, why did he get to see it and we haven't seen it?
It's a dramedy.
A dramedy. Don't say anything.
You're
going to blow the left turn.
I have my hand on the dump button if you're saying anything silly.
No, it's very dark.
You like the left turn?
Compelling and gritty.
All right, be careful.
Joe doesn't have an athletic bone in his body.
Oh, thank you, Kenny.
I love the chase scene.
Glad.
Is he fucking you guys up?
Did you like it?
No,
he's all right.
Is that the first time you ever said dramedy?
Yeah, I had to think of it. Like I knew there was a word for it.
It's the first time I've really not seen you with the sport coat on and realized you have the exact same body as Vince McMahon. Can somebody please get him one of those old WWF blazers?
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
It's a dramedy, I tell you. Joe DeRosa doesn't have an athletic bone in his body.
No, it's great. And when you make it into a full-length feature movie, I would love to be in it.
Yeah, we got to break just because we have live reads. It's the only fucking reason, unfortunately. We'll continue with Bill Burr, Joe DeRosa, and Bob Kelly next. Stay there.
Sirius XM, the virus. This is the Opie and Anthony Show. The Opie and Anthony Show.
Good point, Bill. Bill Burr, Joe DeRosa, Bob Kelly.
What a historic moment.
We just had a hell of a 10 minutes there. The show continued. We were talking about Donald Trump, and I guess breaking news, the White House has released President Obama's birth certificate.
Yeah.
And Bill Burr goes, wow, it took him a long time to make that.
Yeah, it took him a long time to print that up.
Yeah,
and
you
make
think
it
that the White House thinking, what kind of identification you want?
It's actually on it's on an elephant hide.
They had that's funny. They had to spill some coffee on it and throw it in a dryer with poker chips, make it look old.
And what is Donald Trump saying about this? That it's all bullshit? Wait, we might have audio.
Do the people in this country now need to...
Donald Trump is having a press conference.
He's saying, Donald Trump is saying... Stop working with information companies.
No, I think what you're going to see, first we have to look at the certificate, but I am really happy that this has finally taken place because we have some issues that are unbelievably important.
But you didn't answer my question, sir. You said we...
I think I did. No, I did answer your question.
What are your qualifications to assess this? You say you have to look at it, you have to decide.
This is going to be good.
What gives you the authority,
Well, I'm going to look at it, and many other people are going to look at it. You're going to have many people looking at it, and obviously they're going to have to make a decision because it is rather amazing that all of a sudden it materializes.
But what gives you the authority?
I hope it's the right deal.
Bill, he can't hear you.
I hope it's the right deal. We have to look at it. A lot of people have to look at it. Experts will look at it.
There's people looking at it.
I am really happy.
Yeah.
And honestly, I'm very proud that I was able to bring this to a point. Nobody else was. The Clintons during their campaign weren't. All of the other people that talked about it, for years, they weren't.
I am amazing.
I am really honored by this.
Yeah,
okay,
he's
next
honored.
question.
What do you think this says, though, right now? If it's not true, for example, does it mean the country is led by an illegal president? Is that what you're saying?
Well, let's hope it is true. I don't want to answer that question because it's too negative.
It may not be true.
Honestly, the question's so negative. At this point, I don't want to answer that question because you're asking a very negative question if it's not true, if it's not really his birth certificate.
Please stop
I don't want to
asking
answer
questions
that.
about
I
what
hope
I've been
it's true.
insinuating.
And the reason I hope it's true, because we have very big problems in this country. This country is suffering right now. I mean, I have people, they can't get gasoline in their tank. They're topping out their tank because they can't afford to do it properly. They've never had this before.
What the fuck
you
does that mean?
You look at
When I top
resorts
out my
around
tank,
the
it means
country.
I can
They're not
afford it.
doing any business because people don't drive. And then if you look at Saudi Arabia, what
is he saying?
It's unbelievable. 3 days ago, they announced essentially that they're going to raise the price of oil by cutting back on production.
Oh, we got trouble.
And we have nobody
right
to
here in
speak
River
to
City.
these people. We have
With a
nobody.
capital T around
calls
the P, and that stands for
and says, you're not going to do it, fellas. We're protecting you. You wouldn't be there except for us. We have nobody. Now, yesterday, our president said that he has very little impact over the price of gasoline. I think he's 100% wrong. Because OPEC is setting the price of fuel. We have oil all over the place. All over the place. Every ship at sea is loaded up with oil. They don't know where to dump it. And yet every day we're setting records. And pretty soon we're going to be at that 150 a barrel, the all-time record. Now, when the president says he has no power over that, I mean, it's pretty sad.
But in one mind, is it possible that the country is being led right now by an illegitimate president? Is that possible?
Well, I certainly hope it's not possible, and I hope we've accomplished a lot by what I've been doing for the last couple of months, and I hope we can start talking about OPEC and China taking our jobs and making everything for us. I hope we can start doing that.
You're in New Hampshire. What do you do differently?
What I would do differently is come down really hard on OPEC. If you look at these nations, they wouldn't even be there except for us. You take a look at Kuwait. I mean, we handed Kuwait back to the people that right now essentially own Kuwait because it's really ownership more than anything else. We handed it back. They never paid us. You look at these nations, Saudi Arabia.
Did we go there to have them pay us?
Then they want to raise the price of fuel. It's not high enough.
It's like a job.
So it would be very easy and very quick to get gasoline prices down. Gasoline prices are at $4, $5. They're going to $6 and $7 as sure as you're standing there.
You're in your
Do I hear
job.
9?
Yes.
In terms of credibility, you came up here once in a black helicopter in 1988 and you were running as a Democrat. Why should people, what makes you...
No, I wasn't. Let me just tell you, it's sort of interesting because New Hampshire's been a very special place. I came up in 1988 or 89, a long time ago, as a favor to a friend of mine, and I made a speech. But it's a place that I've always liked, and I've been to actually many times, New Hampshire. And in making the speech, everyone thought I was running for president. As you know, I wasn't running for president. I never said I was running for president. I made a speech on success for a friend of mine around 1988. And the buzz was unbelievable because it happened to be New Hampshire.
It was the
and
biggest
it was
buzz
sometime
ever.
prior to primary season. So, in a way, New Hampshire sort of got me started. It's sort of interesting. But I did come up in 1988. I made a speech.
Was Hawaii
it was
even a
really
state in
on
1961?
success, much so, more so than
That's what I would say. Hey, was Hawaii even a state in 61 when Obama was born? Huh?
He's gonna be a great president because he has mastered the art of question dodging.
Oh my God!
How the fuck did he turn this into oil?
He really fucking. Yeah, they called him out by saying, "Look, here's the birth certificate." But he's finally releasing it. It's not a story anymore.
Oil's all over the place. I got some of my
dump it.
I got some of my cock from this Norwegian model I was banging.
I'm gonna dump in a week.
Oh God.
Well,
if he becomes president, that means we should never have a president that was roasted.
It doesn't have a shot. I guess Obama's going to talk in a minute or two about the certificate being released.
Dude, what happened to this fucking country now that the president has to respond to like every, jackass out there?
He's got to respond to Donald Trump of all people.
First of all, he should have responded like day one with the birth certificate. Oh, here it is. Why wait over 2 years before you just say, look, yeah, I'm a citizen, assholes? I think that would have cleared up the problem.
I agree with
that. Yeah, I go with that.
We have a friend who's been doing publicity for years and years, and his whole thing is you cut the head off the snake immediately. And the example he kept giving me was Tiger Woods. He goes, the second his wife hit his car with the golf club or whatever he did, he goes, he should have just came out immediately and went, we're having some problems. I made a mistake, and it would have been done. But instead, he goes, they perpetuate these problems by dodging it.
Ambien, and I was
that everybody comes out of the fucking woodwork.
Yeah. He tried to stop the car with a golf club.
It really is
trying to rescue me.
Easier to just lay it all out there.
But I think you'll be surprised.
The best one I ever saw doing that was
what
Madonna.
My announcement is.
Really?
When Madonna first hit, they found like naked pictures.
Oh, right.
She goes, oh, they find those? Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, what about them?
Yeah, it was fun.
Anything?
Yeah.
Diffused.
My bush was hairy. I had a really big bush back then.
Little tiny nipples. Big bush.
Everything's legitimate. You ask me questions that, frankly, nobody gets angry. The press doesn't get angry. Look, the press is very protective.
Press is everywhere.
Of President Obama.
Press is all over the place.
Very protective.
Yes.
They're not protective of me, but they're protective of President Obama. And they're not protective of most other people either, in all fairness. The word is, what I've read.
He was lost there.
Where was
a
terrible student
he even
when
lost
he went to
himself
Occidental.
And I was talking about how he was a terrible student.
He then gets to Harvard. I heard at Columbia wasn't a very good student. He then gets to Harvard. How do you get into Harvard if you're not a good student? Now, maybe that's right,
like
or maybe it's wrong. But I don't know why he doesn't release his records. Why doesn't he release his Occidental records?
Why is he having a press conference?
Well, I'll tell you why. Who cares? Because everyone says he was this great student. Well, if he was, that's great, and if he wasn't, that's great. I was a very good student.
He cheated at a game of Super Mario Brothers.
Well, I think academics. Education has always meant a lot to me.
So what?
And I think.
And you know this shit. What is he getting at?
He's getting at the fact that this is now over. Because he showed the birth certificate. That was his big thing. Right. So now he's just trying to find anything else.
The word is,
I heard he stashed Monopoly money under the Monopoly board, which is very unethical when you're playing the game.
Well, this is what
I was building hotels on Boardwalk and Park Place as my other hotels were being repoed.
He went to these amazing Ivy League schools, but what's really amazing about these schools?
Yeah. How do you get into Harvard if you're not getting good grades?
Innuendo. I'm just reporting what I read. Hey, I read stuff that you people write. Hey, look, what's worse innuendo than what I go through? I mean, what people say about me. I mean, I have the ultimate innuendo. But I promise you one thing, nobody will protect me like they protect our president. So,
because you're not the president.
Yeah, you mean like directly?
I'm really proud that I was able to do something that nobody else could do.
So he's proud.
About it.
I feel the president enjoys more privileges.
I wait for I'm waiting for his big slip when he goes, how do you get into Harvard if you're black? I mean, bad student.
Bad student.
Bad student, I meant to say.
Because I don't want this issue.
He's fun to listen to, this Donald Trump.
He's out of his mind.
Oh, God, and he dresses like Rodney Dangerfield.
Hey, birth certificate, huh? Hey, I gotta tell you.
Dr. Vinny Bombats.
Hey, how did he get to Harvard, you know?
Well, I've had a lot of friends that are Democrats and a lot of friends that are Republicans.
All right.
And over the years, if you know, New York is a largely Democratic place. It's very rare that you see in New York City, as an example, for a Republican to get elected. The numbers are staggering, where a Democrat will get 94% of the vote. And that's if the Republican is doing a good job. So it's
He's just pulling those stats out of his ass.
Interesting fact
there's 94%. I remember that landslide, 94 to 6%.
Over the years, I've supported many Republicans.
I remember seeing those figures on TV.
And I think there's something nice about
it. A landslide is like 58 to 42%. Well, they'll get like 94% of the vote.
I once watched a Democrat receive 100% of the vote, while the other Democrats took turns sodomizing the Republican candidate. candidate.
Wiping their penises on Obama's birth certificate.
And they'd get things done.
Yeah.
Now we're like at a stalemate. I think it would be great if somebody got in there that actually could get along with both sides. And I know many of the people that are on the Democratic side, and in some cases they're friends of mine. I get along with them great. And I
can get along with people. I should be president.
I should be in the White House.
There's people offshore in boats, in oil tankers that I get along with.
It'd be great if Gary Busey just tackled him right now.
Two plus two, what's the answer? Well, you know, mathematics has been around for a long time. Donald, you didn't answer the question. I believe I did.
Well, you know, I'm not protected against mathematics like the president is.
That's a great answer. I believe I did.
Like an idea,
I believe I did.
This idea, it's like go through a wall. Sometimes you have to be able to go under the wall, around the wall, over the wall.
boy.
I always say,
sometimes there's a door within the wall that you just can open up.
And the president uses that because he's got all the privileges.
Sometimes it's like a window. You have to open up the window.
Or currently running for office.
As he talks about the economy, why is nobody going, then why are your hotels and resorts such fucking ripoffs? Why doesn't anybody ask him that?
How do casinos lose money, you dummy?
What are you, an asshole?
Yeah.
Didn't you see the movie Casino?
Yeah.
We always win. Remember that?
And will you play with us a little more, or is it going to end when you make the announcement that's surprising?
That's a very interesting question. I think you're going to be very surprised.
Ann Coulter said last night you are not running for president. You compared you to Charlie Sheen. So this is all just a show.
Ann Coulter?
Oh, here we go.
Hey, you'll have to see. You know what? We have 3 weeks. Not a big deal. In 3 weeks, you're going to see. I think you're going to be very surprised. And I
3
think
weeks,
if I
it's
do
not even
run,
a month.
I'll do very well.
He's
And I
talking
think,
about it
look,
like he's
I'm already
unveiling a new
leading the polls,
casino.
and I'm not running. Am I leading the polls? Thank you. Oh, okay. Well,
he's the only fucking...
CNN did a poll recently.
Does he understand why he's leading?
It was one of the most accurate polls ever.
Yeah.
If you'd like, I could send it to you. Just call up CNN.
Please run for the presidency. Please run.
He's
going to do it.
No, how much fun would this be?
And how bad it's doing.
Yeah, but you know what's funny about this is when you say you're going to run,
it's doing so poorly.
the second you're in, all this changes, and it stops being fun, and then you start looking into your fucking life, and it becomes horrific.
All the skeletons, all the finances, who you dealt with, who was your friend, who was your priest, who fucking everything.
He has no control over prices, which he does if he gets on the phone or gets off the.
He's saying in the polls, you know, he's leading.
Jesus Christ. He just said if he gets off the basketball court, he can affect gas prices.
Oh,
that's what he should be focused on.
He just said that.
Yeah, if he stops eating that fried chicken, I think
Libya much differently. First of all, I don't know
which
who the
I also
rebels are,
enjoy.
I said
That's how you try and cover your tracks.
I enjoy it too, but you know, the oil on my fingers after eating it, we should have oil in our cars.
You know, we make them sound like
this guy would just stop hanging out with Raj and Rerun down at Shirley's Diner. For Christ's sake,
which was one of my favorite shows. That's how you get away with it.
Having our great military people lose their lives in Libya, and we don't even know what we're getting into. And
what about the other two fucking wars?
That's old hat.
You know, in the old days, when you win a war, you win a war. Nowadays, you win a war.
Sitting on the table.
We lose lives. We spend billions of dollars.
Yeah.
And then we come out and we go back home. And we have all of our wounded to take care of. We have all of the dead soldiers and dead military.
Let's talk about the rich fucks who make all the money.
This is interesting, Libya, because the Arab League, which is Saudi Arabia, and many of the wealthiest nations in the world, told us to go in and take out Gaddafi. Now, if they would have said that to me, I would have said $5 billion right now. You know what? Just for the question, they would have given you all of that money. They would have paid it
extorting to assassinate another leader.
We get no oil from Libya. We get no oil.
They'll remember that when he announces his.
So what you're saying is you would be the president slash hitman.
We will whack any dictator for $5 billion.
$5 billion.
I fucking love that.
To whack a fucking dictator.
You know what? He just convinced me. Donald Trump.
Trump for president.
China involved? Why are we involved with Libya, and China's not involved? And China.
Why don't you read up on
by the
banks?
Way, the IMF came out 2 days ago.
Oh, he knows about
they
banks.
They said by 2016, China's bigger than we are.
From our angle.
Yeah. You know why?
I'm getting
they're bigger
fucked on the
because
interest.
they're making our products.
I can't believe he just said the going rate for a president to kill to use the government, the United States Army, to murder another leader is $5 billion.
Hey, we're doing it anyways. We might as well get paid
the
for
word
it.
out.
Yeah, but that's the soundbite they're going to be playing with later today. Oh, boy,
yeah,
they're going to have fun. They're going to have fun with that one.
That's going to be a biggie right there.
MSNBC is going to have fun with that one.
Run and win. Within one day, they're going to be told,
if I decide to run and win,
your currency, we're going to tax you.
The solution 25%. Is simple. Kill the Batman.
Now, that's going to do two things. First of all, they'll stop manipulating at the mere thought of it if they believed it. But they don't believe this administration because when the president of China comes to the United States, we hold a state dinner for him. In the White House. Now, here's a guy that's been screwing our country for years.
We squint our eyes and make fun of him behind his back.
Well, that's how those people say steak.
This year, $300 billion more than that.
There's just too many channels that this guy's entire speech is being fucking televised.
Yes. Brilliantly. And by the way,
to let him slide.
I have no anger at China. If you can get away with it, I mean, if I was from China, I'd be very proud of my leaders.
I like the Mugu Gai Pan. I love the General Chow's chicken.
They got those rolls with the eggs in them. Those are good.
That's good stuff.
Did you ever have those ribs?
This guy's going to get me into politics again.
I would tax them.
Oh, he's great.
He rolls.
Yeah.
By the way, when you talk about budget deficits, the deficits because our economy, how can our economy ever get good? How can our economy ever be strong? Ever? When we have
people like me are running away with all the money.
Making our product. It can't happen. I watched Ben Bernanke not long ago.
He's actually making a couple good points there.
He
has to bring up NAFTA at some point.
Yes.
Because
then I want to know where his products are made. What 8-year-old sews his shit together?
China is making our products, so we don't have. I look at places like Newton, Iowa, where Maytag moved out and they moved into Mexico and devastated the town. So if you put a tax on Chinese products.
Okay, we're going to leave New Hampshire and go to Washington and the White House.
He got bumped.
Now he's going to respond to Donald Trump.
What the fuck say?
I can't get the networks to break in on all kinds of other discussions. I was just back there listening to Chuck. He was saying, it's amazing that he's not going to be talking about national security. I would not have the networks breaking in if I was talking about that, Chuck, and you know it.
Oh, boy. He's doing stand-up.
As many of you have been briefed.
He's like The Rock.
We provided additional information today. About the site of my birth. Now, this issue has been going on for 2.5 years now. I think it started during the campaign.
You could have ended it day one.
And I have to say that over the last 2.5 years, I have watched with bemusement. I've been puzzled at the degree to which this thing just kept on going.
Well, then why didn't you release it?
We've had every official in Hawaii, Democrat and Republican, every news outlet that has investigated this confirmed that, yes, in fact, I was born in Hawaii, August 4th, 1961, in Kapiolani Hospital. We've posted the
foreign
certification
that is
only
given
7
by
years
the
older
than
Hawaii
me. He's president. I'm such a
the internet
fucking
for
loser.
everybody to see. People have
And he's been in there 2 years.
that they in fact have seen this birth certificate, and yet this
state
thing just
senator
keeps on
at
going.
what age?
20. I don't know. Now, normally, I would not comment on something like this because obviously there's a lot of stuff swirling in the
Trump
press
is
at any
beneath
given
him.
day, and
but I mean, it wasn't just Trump. It became such a big thing.
Ago, when the Republican House had put forward a budget that will have huge consequences potentially to the country.
Consequences.
And when I gave a speech about my budget and how I felt that we needed to invest in education and infrastructure and making sure that we had a strong safety net for our seniors.
What happened to the guy that was really inspiring in his speeches?
During that entire week,
this guy ain't inspiring anymore.
We haven't had that. Everybody goes in the office and you start aging horrifically.
That we're going to have to make
it's like that Star Trek disease that they got when they all started getting old.
You go in there
quickly
and you realize that you're powerless against the Federal Reserve.
Yeah.
And that if you don't do what the people, who put you in office say, you have a convertible ride in your future.
Yeah, exactly.
Every day you peek out you make sure the hardtop's still out there. You're like, okay.
The day you see the convertible, hey, the weather's nice. Why don't we take the car out
for a nice slow drive?
How do you feel about Dallas? Have you ever been there?
Yeah, it's
nice.
a great place.
Yeah.
It's like the show. You come in all woo, and then an hour and a half in, you're just like, I'm looking at your mouth.
Depending on what you say.
I'm just watching Anthony's mouth, like hypnotized.
Depending on what you say, you could, lose your head.
Well, it's just like these guys have been fucking PR'd down, just like rock stars. It's like whatever happened to like rock stars, whatever happened to guys openly doing drugs and boozing it up, and everything has been so fucking PR'd down. Where they're like, you can't do anything cool or exciting or edgy anymore in the public eye.
Do you remember Obama's campaign speeches?
Unbelievable.
I mean, I can't stand the guy. I don't like him as president and whatnot, but. One thing that really got him across was he could give a great speech. Yeah. He inspired people. Now he's just like every blah, blah, blah. You just hear a low droning noise with catchwords of budget and line item veto and gas and
because that is the worst job on the planet.
God damn, yes.
You go in there and you're all like, I'm going to get this done, get this done. It's like when you go and like pitch a show. I'm going to get a show. We want something edgy. I got something edgy. And then you give it to them. Yeah, we love it. And they start taking a hatchet to it. Next thing you know, you're the wacky next door neighbor.
What happened to my edgy show?
Yeah,
remember even fucking Bush Senior speeches. No new taxes.
Yeah. No, read my lips. No new taxes. Oops.
And that was the big joke on SNL, how that when Dana Carvey would just do the fucking button phrases, 1,000 points of life.
Yeah.
It's like they do that to all of them, man. They get in, they're like, all right, you need to shut the fuck up about this. We made the people happy. You're here.
We really are just fucking cattle.
We really are just dummies. Who was a comic? I can't remember who it was, but it was just saying he wants to see this Obama run against the Obama from the last election.
It's like a video game.
It's like it's two different people.
Yeah.
This guy is like, where's the closed Guantanamo? Get our soldiers out. And this guy, we're in another fucking quagmire.
Yeah. It'd be like watching young Dennis Leary or old Dennis Leary try to chash young Dennis Leary.
Yeah, and that's it for Obama. He's done.
So that was quick. He just said, hey.
That was quick.
How weird is that, though? He just came right in halfway through his speech. He's backstage. Not yet. Not yet. Not yet.
Now.
Yeah,
Yeah, he said enough dumping. He said the basketball line. Great. He's done.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Let's go live.
It's like
I'm the fucking president.
It's like a wrestling promo.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Look, Donald.
Yeah.
Hey, Trump, I was just watching you. You want a birth certificate? I got a birth certificate.
If you smell.
Who should Trump run with?
Trump, do you like pancakes?
Like a Vince McMahon, or like an Andrew Dice Clay. He needs a good VP.
He needs a good mic guy. Someone who's good on the mic.
Oh, how great! I would vote Vince McMahon for president. I would vote for that in a second, which is everything wrong with this country.
You would have to.
But I would vote for
Come
Vince
November, I'm going to kick your ass. Really?
Do you remember Bill Clinton became president? He had brown hair. Within 8 months, it was just white.
Well, they were all dying to get elected. It's all they get the medicine in there to get elected. As soon as they get in, it's like, I'm not doing that again.
Obama finally went with the medicine because he was starting to get very gray, and I think he was one of those guys that was going to say, "Look, I'm going gray. I don't give a fuck." But he was going gray so fast that he said, "Fuck that, get that medicine."
Dude, I think when you have
now he doesn't have any gray anymore.
He has a little pad. He does the
a little bit
just for men.
What's the one? The blend?
Yeah, the blend where you have a little gray.
You got to keep a little gray.
A little gray, yeah.
A little gray to show you're experienced.
Yeah, but he's not going gray due to his age. It's like it's
stress.
The level that you
job.
age.
Of course.
You're fucking making decisions where like, okay, we're gonna try to drop this bomb on this guy, but it might land on a baby, and we need you to go out there and convince people this is what.
You know what's fucked up? Considering the amount of stress and how that fucking wears away on him in those short 4 years or 8 years if you got 2 terms. Ex-presidents do tend to live to be very old,
but because they get the good medicine,
they get the best medical care, not the fucking health care that we would get.
My parents, when they went, I was telling them during the break, how conservative my parents are. They came out to visit me in fucking Hollywood, right? Liberal fucking land. You know what they wanted to see? They didn't want to see the Walk of Fame or Sunset Strip. They wanted to go to the Ronald Reagan Presidential Library.
There you go.
Oh, yes.
And we went to it, and this is what fucking blew my mind. They had the Air Force One plane, the entire fucking plane there, and you get on it, and there's these rotary phones that they could make a phone call on an airplane, and we're still waiting for that technology. So they're at least 30 years ahead of us in technology. So that's probably why they're aging so well. Just give us our war, ignore the Federal Reserve, and we'll give you the magic pills. Look at fucking Dick Cheney. If Dick Cheney worked in a hardware store, he would have been dead at 28
years ago.
Yeah, no, he can have 900 fucking heart attacks and just keep going.
That's your best conspiracy ever, Bill.
I got sick, really sick. You like this thing called crud, where the sand and all the shit and goes in your nose, and everybody gets it when you get over there, the infection. I went into the hospital, whatever, the fucking medic tent. They gave me regular bullshit. Then I hooked up with these, these special service guys, and he goes, "Don't take that shit. Here, take one of these." He gave me one pill, and it wiped it out. The next day, I was perfect.
Yeah, it's like Magic Johnson.
Magic pill.
Magic Johnson gets AIDS.
I like Bill's theory.
That is a good theory.
With the rotary phone that you can make a phone call from 30,000 feet.
Dude, and you should have seen this
thing. 30
thing.
years ago.
This thing was like the fucking Mary Tyler Moore phone.
Jesus Christ.
And he's calling Russia. Let me tell you something, you sons of bitches.
You can't understand the dark side of the force. It literally is the dark side. You commit to it, you live forever.
I'm impressed with their fucking iPhones, and we still can't make a phone call up there.
From up there,
wow.
yes.
And they could do it on a rotary
China.
phone.
I learned when I was studying video or TV history in my video production major.
Oh, you really study that?
Well, I don't know.
I took that class too.
Yeah, it was a class you had to take.
I snoozed during that period.
Well,
and that's why Joe's making movies in your mind.
I was supposed to pay attention to the fish episode they were showing.
You would have been there.
Fuck.
No, they told us though they were talking about, because it was late 90s, and they were talking about the coming age of digital television.
Oh,
and they kept being like, "Don't buy a TV, it's coming in the next few years."
Comes.
And all this shit.
Fuck you.
They were talking about the development of television through the 50s, and they were on a fucking roll. They could have easily connected digital technology so much sooner.
Yeah.
The government stepped in the 50s and goes, "That's enough. That's where we're going to stop it for now." And there's no answer to that question. Well, why?
As to why?
The government just said, "That's enough." They were the main funders of the development. They cut it off, and they said, "It's gone far enough. We're going to leave it there for 50 fucking years." Think about how much TV developed from whenever it was invented up until 1960, and then it just stopped developing.
It was nothing
until 2000.
happened.
What was that about, you think?
Nothing happened.
Well, that's what he's saying. They're like, don't
Digital
this fucking
television,
technology out little by little.
Fucking high definition television, all that shit just became
You think Lyndon B. Johnson had 3D TV?
Dude, look at the fucking internet. The internet came out in the 80s, literally in the 80s, and nothing. Then all of a sudden, from 2000 to 2003, it's the most magnificent thing you've ever seen. There's video.
I was using it in the 90s, though. Let me tell you. Wow.
It's like...
Great porn.
It's crazy. Remember in the 90s? I mean, the leaps and fucking bounds were insane, dude, in like a 4-year period for something that had been around for almost 15 years at that point, or whatever it was.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. The TV thing is very interesting. Like, why they would just say, that's good enough. That resolution's great. The fucking scan lines are great. Leave it like that.
Yeah, I don't know, because I also...
they can still do that now. I mean, the government got away with a lot of shit back in the 50s and 60s and 70s. You think they can still... I mean, there's so much... You can get information now. I mean, you can't just stop this...
Bobby. What, because we have cell phone cameras, we're going to know what they're doing in the Pentagon?
I don't think they can stop...
I love Bill, man.
Dude, I just told you,
Bill
his fucking phone is 30 years ahead of what you got. You still can't call in the sky.
But I can...
They got all this stuff, Bob. They got the ray guns.
You can use the phone on the fucking plane.
They can probably fucking do that Star Trek shit and zap themselves to Hawaii, make a fake birth certificate, and come back.
You can use a phone on the plane.
Bobby.
What are you talking about? You can use a fucking phone on a plane.
Robert Kelly.
Dummy, you can use a phone on a plane.
No, you can't.
Yeah, you can.
I love you guys.
Can't.
They
don't even let you listen to your iPod during takeoff.
Yeah,
Like, it's
turn your shit off.
You can Wi-Fi a little bit.
You can Wi-Fi and you can use phones.
Bobby, in 1980, Reagan could take a kitchen phone and call Moscow and say, "I'm going to annihilate your half of the planet."
I get that, but everybody.
So where do you think they're not, Bobby?
Is more powerful.
I'm a civilian.
That phone I'm
not in the Illuminati.
I'm
not in the Illuminati, Bob.
Yeah, but
neither are you.
The technology that's out there now, the average ass, you can get a laser gun on fucking Gizmodo.
His point
Bobby,
is,
you out of your fucking
Bobby,
mind?
but his point is if we can get that, they've got shit 30 fucking times greater than that.
Dude, they're working on a gun. It's called a shit gun. They can point it at protesters. It makes you want to shit your pants.
Is that real?
Okay. Yes.
Because of the technology.
Yes, and he's talking about fucking iPhones.
But what I'm saying is the average asshole can't get away with the shit they used to get away with because of the technology. Everybody has a video camera. You can go on the internet and search anything you want. So the government can't get away with what they used to get away with.
So you don't think government regulations of the FCC can't... Like the FCC, you think not opening up certain spectrums, that they can't control what we get as far as television goes? Bandwidth, they control bandwidth, they control...
I'm just saying
they might not control the information, but they control how much of it can get through at any given moment.
I'm just saying they can't control say, look, that's enough technology for the
I understand that they have controlled the level of
Jesus
TV
Christ.
that was coming out. They wean out the technology.
I'm saying that it's not the way it used to be, as bad as it used to be, because of this fucking technology.
It's probably worse.
It's probably not.
When the feds step in and put a conflict of interest fucking
what is
charges on the
what does Air Force One have that you don't have now? What do you think they have?
I don't know, Bob.
Nothing.
I have no idea.
You don't know because
I'm not on
nothing.
You think that Air Force One's technology is the same as my one-bedroom apartment?
Yes, I do. I think they have AT&T Wi-Fi, and it goes out.
No,
I love you, Bob.
I believe all that conspiracy shit because people, this is what kills me. People watch movies like Patriot Games and then they go, no, everything's fine. Everything's fine. It's like, where the fuck do you think they get the ideas for Born Identity and That doesn't come out of the fucking sky.
People think that shit up. Come on, Joe.
Do you know what I'm saying? Come on.
And people are saying the TV was kept that way for standardization so everyone could have television. Or else, because if there was so many different types.
And then what you're dealing with then, because you couldn't keep having a bunch of different ones coming up, but then, because they need everybody on the same one, and you feed them all the same bullshit, so everybody gets on the same page.
So they all need the same information feeder.
Yes.
But when a company wants to make money, and they create something or invent something for the public, it's about the fucking money. But I mean, especially now with technology.
But you can make any TV you want as a company, but if the government doesn't open up the airwaves or digitize the signals, then it's just a paperweight.
You can't have a guy, Bob, with a better computer than what they have in the fucking Pentagon, or else he would be able to take all the secrets and they would be in trouble. So they're always going to be 30 fucking years. Dude, Yankee Stadium even had we got technology 2014. The shit you're not going to get until 2014 when that thing came out.
I get that, but I don't think it's... what I'm saying is it's not as fucking dramatic different as it used to be. I mean,
what are you basing that on? Is what I want to know.
A phone in the sky back then you're saying that was fucking holy shit. But I'm saying we can make a phone call in the sky now. You can use Wi-Fi in a fucking plane.
But they didn't give it to us for 30 years. That's Bill Burr's whole point.
Yeah, but what do you think they have that
Bob,
we don't know?
I didn't even have a fucking answering machine.
Look at it this way.
In 1980.
Look at it this way.
I love Bill Burr's point because they were doing that 30 years ago, and they finally are kind of allowing us to do it 30 years when later. They have the Obama library.
I can't just fathom. I'm going to tap out right after this.
You can see his face. I love this guy.
Bobby, but that's the whole point.
I know it's the fucking point. What do they have, a hologram and a laser, a fucking lightsaber?
Who knows? In 30 years, when you walk through this Air Force One,
have the best shit. That's ludicrous.
What do you think the government has?
Bobby, you're losing on this one, pal.
If Disney World, fucking Disney World can operate at the fucking level they're operating at, imagine what the goddamn government is doing right now.
Disney World stinks.
There's never a piece of it's
a bunch of dumb robots.
I love Bill Burr's point, though. It's a great point that they were doing something that we finally get to do 30 fucking years later. I don't think you do.
Get it.
So then Bill's point is, what else do they have that we're not even going to see for another decade?
30 years. I just don't think it's dramatic as it was back then.
How do you know?
Because we didn't even have. There's two. We have fucking
Why isn't Dick Cheney dead?
Fucking explaining it if you fucking shut up, everybody.
If you could break into the
The technology the average asshole has is fucking crazy. The information the average
not as
asshole
crazy as what they got in the White House.
the information that we have.
Every kid on the block has this crazy thing.
Think about what you can do with that.
FDR had an iPad.
Yeah.
All right, I tap out on that.
FDR had an iPad.
You're right.
That's fucking
They're gonna invent the best technology that can be stolen from you by some kid on the fucking subway. Somebody can steal that out of your. They've got something way fucking better.
No, he just tapped out, dude. He tapped out.
Oh, he did. Okay, sorry. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Joe takes it too far all the fucking time. You just take it too far, Joe.
Project Blue.
It's over.
Would you honk his horn?
Blue Book.
It's over.
Blue Beam. I'm sorry.
Oh,
I was trying to.
You know what? Maybe somebody
Project
out there, maybe
Blue
one of these fucking
Beam.
listeners, these fucking crazy internet, probably knows technology that they have that we don't know about.
But we won't believe them.
They just came up with the rail gun, which is crazy.
Yeah,
the
it's been around
laser.
for a while.
Yeah, but they actually
those super trains work on railgun technology.
Yeah, but they actually have a working railgun.
Bob.
Yeah, so
you're right. The phone thing was just
so
a
that's
weird
what high-speed trains
fluke
work
thing.
on. Railgun technology.
Yeah.
Magnets.
The word just scared the shit out of me
Disney
today.
World had that in '62.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, Walt was waving his hand, yelling out anti-Semitic shit out of a monorail.
It wasn't weaponized, you fucking moron.
Fuck the Jews. He's up there in his monorail.
Dude, the 5-star general has the same internet I do. I'm telling you, dude.
He's got to wait just like I do.
Yeah, Google's sitting there going, we're going to invent internet speeds that are 500 times faster. You don't think the government's tapping them on the shoulder going, shut the fuck up for a minute. We're going to have that
We'll
first.
tell you when you fucking invent
Yes,
this.
you can't have that. You'd be totally fucking with their level of
if we
control.
all agreed on the show, how fun would it be?
Well, as long as we're disagreeing
Some
with
guys-
Bob Kelly.
That's right. I love when some guy goes, I can't believe nobody's tried to assassinate the president yet. It's like, do you really think some dumb racist hick knows how to assassinate the president? The government knows how to assassinate the president.
Oh, now that's a bold statement.
Oh, boy, there, Joe DeRosa.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't say it, dude. Anybody can.
That was Joe DeRosa. I know where he lives if you need to know.
I'm not saying they're going to do
Although
it.
you
I'm
already
just
know because
saying.
you're
What do you know?
It's what Trump just said. Governments know how to do that shit. Some schmuck in the
he didn't
middle of
say assassinate
Alabama
the
doesn't know how to.
president.
He kind of did. He said
What did Joe
$5
do?
billion.
What did Joe do? The whole argument was over. We had it. It was nice, and now he's
everything's
introduced
fine.
it. Another
Bobby in a corner.
harebrained
I was going back to the locker rooms trying to undo the tape on my knees, fucking undo the tape on my fingers.
I didn't mean literally this. Do you know what I mean?
All right.
I just meant
my
leaders.
post-fight press
Leaders.
conference.
Yeah.
Yes.
Let's go home.
All right, give me my
What?
goddamn.
It's time to go home.
Okay.
Give me one of my things. I'm going to do it right now.
Fucking 15-year-olds?
While you find that, and cheatthemovie.com. I really want people to go to cheatthemovie.com because these guys really came up with something that might become bigger.
At Cheat the Movie on Twitter, too.
At Cheat the Movie on Twitter. It's Bill Burr, Joe DeRosa, and Bob Kelly. Very happy for you guys. Thanks to break character for a second. Very happy for you.
They are.
Thanks.
I can't wait to
That's
see
hilarious.
this now.
To break character.
Well, you know.
To break character. My
I guess-
character that they're all assholes.
Yeah, but you walk in this fucking studio and you have to be an asshole for the entire time.
you know what's funny?
I would like to be a real person every once in a while.
We did a podcast, my Monday morning podcast. We just put it up this morning, and at one point, we were just fucking trashing each other. And Bob goes, Joe goes, seriously, I love you guys. I'm glad we did this movie. I go, Joe, that emotion is not allowed on this podcast.
Right. Yes.
It can't be.
You can't do that.
You're not allowed to do that, I guess.
You're not.
But I want to
that
get the
shit out
I want
there.
to get the real word out there that this fucking thing is.
I appreciate
is
it.
good.
That's good, Opie.
All right.
And you know what? This Saturday night, Joe's going to be there. I mean, Billy, I'm not going to be there. You're not going to be there.
Yeah, I got a gig.
But
I do.
Where's your gig?
I'm doing Jim Norton's thing. The anti-social.
Yours is sold out, huh?
It's great.
Yes, it is.
Mine is.
Happy to be there.
Mine at
Just happy
Parlor
to be
Live
there.
in fucking Portland is not sold
And you guys
out.
are adding a Seattle date. We're going to talk about
July
Friday.
1st. Tickets go on sale Friday. Thank you.
That's fucking huge.
That
man.
is.
I would love to go to Seattle.
Fucking huge.
That's a great.
And don't take
great
me to
city.
that coffee shop anymore, you fuck.
Oh, fucking
Maybe next time we can
hilarious.
talk about it.
The coffee shop,
Yeah,
Biscontes
you
or whatever
told
the
me
fuck.
they wouldn't let you use your recorder or whatever.
Hold on, Ed, really quick. I know we want to go. Have you ever heard of a coffee place where you're not allowed to use your phone or pull out a laptop?
No.
This fucking takes me to the
It's
place.
like the quiet
the
car
one
on
place.
the train.
It's the worst. Every time I go there, they're cunts, and I brought him there just because I knew they were going to be cunts.
And it was going to be annoying.
I pulled up my iPad and the Bluetooth keyboard. She walks over. There's no computers here, sir. I
In a
put the
coffee
keyboard
shop.
back in my bag. I go, what about now? She goes, no, you can't do that, sir. I mean, cunty about it.
And then they
You
kicked
can't
us.
even have it in there.
They're so rude in that
And then they
fucking
kicked
place.
us out.
Yeah, Joe
because they
goes
needed
there,
the
too.
table.
Joe's been there.
For what?
I
They
stopped
needed the
going 'cause
table.
of
They
that.
actually
It's
said,
so
I'm going to
fucking
give you
rude.
your bill now because basically they should have said it because these people need your fucking
You might have
table.
to unleash the pests.
Yeah, right.
No.
This guy is proud of his stupid, what are they?
Computerless?
No, his fucking, what he makes there. Homemade. Biscottis?
Oh, those things.
He's so proud of his biscottis because he had to come over and tell us about it.
What
for
a
10
guy.
minutes.
No,
They
they
stink.
Fuck him.
It's a fucking old cookie you have to dip in milk or tea to make taste
Else
good.
it's crumbs.
You chip a tooth on those fucking things.
What's that?
It's like a chip.
What's that?
You guys are talking about
Hey,
computer
I want to
chips?
ask you a question. What's the most important holiday of the year?
Flag Day.
Cunt
Easy.
day.
No.
Hanukkah.
I say Mother's Day.
You didn't let us answer.
Ladies!
Yes. And you know Steven Singer from Steven Singer Jewelers?
Yeah.
Yes. No.
Congratulations.
Here's a rose
Now
dipped
you're
in
a
gold. Here's a platinum flower.
Maybe they thought you was dead. It's a rose, right? Steven Singer, it's just rose. Dipped in 24 karat pure gold.
Which is worth a lot of money.
Oh, yeah. It's only $59 though. $59.
Wait a minute.
And it
Gold is $1,500 an ounce.
It's crazy.
Bill,
I
don't
don't know how
question this,
Steven
please.
Singer does
Don't
it.
question this.
Okay.
I don't know how Steven
He
Singer
found
does
cheap
it.
gold somewhere. I
It's
don't know how
amazing.
he does
Steven
it.
Singer
That's
does
how
it.
brilliant this guy is.
He goes to gold mines and pans the gold himself. I don't know how he keeps
I actually have
the
one.
overhead
I
down.
gave it to my wife. She loved it.
Don't the girls just love it? And for Mother's Day, it's great. All kinds of different colors just available for Mother's Day, by the way. And it comes in a beautiful gift box. And what do you want? The pearl-colored one or the peach-colored one, which symbolizes appreciation? How about the all-gold one? Get it for your mom. For Mother's Day. It's just weeks away. Go to IHateStevenSinger.com or go to 1-888-I-HATE-STEVEN-SINGER. Oh, please, order yours right now. What are you waiting for? It's a great Mother's Day gift.
What if your wife was pregnant and then she had a miscarriage? Is she still technically kind of a mother?
Yeah. I would think you could still get her that flower and be like,
Silver
"Ooh."
instead of gold, though? Maybe silver?
The bronze.
No,
Bronze.
I would give her
bronze.
quite a few gold ones and. She'd be
You old softy.
Yeah, I know. I'd feel.
What, the baby?
Wow.
Jesus.
I wouldn't give a shit.
Every time I watch The Simpsons and I see Mr. Burns, I always think of Anthony. He just lives the same like, big old house. Yes.
You gotta bring in another 15-year-old. Yes. I won't even have to paint the room.
If only it was legal.
You fucking
Dude, that's what they're gonna say.
assholes.
That's what they're going to say when they lead you out of your house in handcuffs. That's what you're going to be muttering. If only it was legal.
I don't understand. It should be. I mean,
Theoretically.
nah. Clean as a whistle, motherfucker. I defy any Fed to check my computer. Go ahead.
That's a good thing to
with
say.
a warrant.
There you go.
Give me a little time.
Yeah. Give me a couple of days.
Give me an hour, please.
cut to a shootout at the
It was the
compound.
longest wait for a punchline
Give me a
ever. I was really getting scared for him.
I know. I was like,
It's like
let me take my computers to an MRI machine.
I defy any Fed to
It's like
check my
fucking-
computer that I just bought this morning, brand new.
it's like Waco, Texas.
The mere fact that you know to
that
do that.
is creepy.
That I know that an MRI machine would screw up a hard drive?
That's creepy.
I never do that. I always take my hard drives out, and then I blast a hole through them with a Phillips head screwdriver with a hammer.
Yeah.
And then you just leave them that way, because then they can't.
Just throw them in the Hudson River.
Oh, yeah? Does that work?
Yeah. All your neighbors are going, why does Anthony keep having a pile of burning computers in his backyard?
Just keeps the fire going one after another.
It's better than the
fire
crosses.
It's better than the crosses. Jeez.
You know,
So that'd be the great
racist.
beginning of a creepy movie. Somebody suffering in the background. Anthony just taking a Phillips head screwdriver to a hard drive.
Joe, you writing?
That is pretty good.
This is your next movie, right here.
Yeah.
This is it.
Oh, believe me.
You got another
Yeah.
live read? We could do it while
That
we're
house
here.
is good. Oh, sure. Give me
Because
it.
we did a little time in between the two things.
Give me that thing, and I'll talk to you about Mother's Day coming up.
What?
And
Mother's
it's the
Day?
perfect time to get a great deal on beautiful flowers. Almost right in my nuts. Flowers. Flowers for Mom. You could do something great for her. Get the 100 blooms for Mom, and it's only $19.99, and you're going to get a beautiful free glass vase, just $19.99. Yeah, it's great. Upgrade to the premium pink vase and add chocolates for just $10 more.
It's an amazing special. It's good only until midnight on Friday. So order right away. Here's the only way to get your 100 blooms from Mom for just $19.99. Call 1-800-PRO-FLOWERS. That's 1-800-PRO.
Oh, nice.
1-800-PRO-FLOWERS and mention Opie. Or go to proflowers.com and click on the microphone. It's on the top corner. And type in OPIE. That's Opie. It's proflowers.com. Click on the mic and type in Opie. Remember, this offer expires at midnight on Friday. Order right now.
The virus. Sirius XM. Opie and Anthony.